Alrighty then.
Albrighty then?
Albrighty.
All Heidi then?
All Heidi.
All Trighty?
Brig.
Brig. Brig.
All brig.
Egg. Egg. Brig.
Egg.
Brig. All right, we are now in Seal Noises RP.
My favorite one.
Seal.
The one that does the best seal noises will be the winner of the RP.
There's a winner.
There's a winner. I'll go first.
Fuck. So it's just like throwing your head back and just kind of going.
Egg. Thank you very much, Fiakilan, for the resubscription. So happy to be off today. I finally get to watch live again. Hell yeah. Down with work. Bad work. No one needs it. You probably need it. You probably need it. So don't quit or anything. But unless you don't like it, and then at that point, consider your options and don't listen to me. But Break. Seal noises are the fucking best. God. Chat, do your best seal noise. I'll listen. I'm listening.
You fucking.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That's pretty okay, yeah.
You.
You gotta Cyan did a pretty good one.
Except for you.
Cyan did it pretty good. I did hear it, Omega Zero. You did rather well.
Hey, a new guy. Did you know the Phantom?
Eggy, I didn't. It didn't sound very sealy, but I mean, at the same time, I heard you try, so that's all you need. Luna, that's a really good one. I like how you rolled the.
How do you roll that?
Good job, Jason. Phoenix King, work on it. You did good though. Kobe, pretty good seal noise. Loden, insert seal noise. That was, oh my god, that was great. Riftarian, pretty alright, pretty good. I like the loudness that you implied there.
Y'all ready for another 4.5 hours of this?
Crimson Dragon, good. Kobe, you did it. Crazy Fox with the red seal noise. Hell yeah. For real? Uh-oh. That was Eclipse KT with the $240. Hey, it's been a while since I've done this. Split between the 6 of the party. How dare you make me do math? How fucking dare you, Eclipse? How dare you do something so nice and amazing for me, you piece of shit. I'm kidding. Thank you very much, Eclipse. Much appreciated. Omega Zero. Just imagine seal noises. Jazz Inspiration. That's a $30 seal noise.
It's the secret of the Chica.
That was a $30 seal noise. Eclipse, 20 each. Thank you, Eclipse. I can always count on you, Eclipse. Thank you. Oh, my jeez.
Did you know the Phantom Thieves?
Han gifted a tier 1 sub to Crimson Dragon. Samsoni resubscribed for tier 1. Sup, nerds? I'm going to play some Among Us with a bunch of Magic the Gathering nerds who wanted to stop by and say hi. Riftarian says, can finally show up for a Zelda ARP due to being busy and learning how to draw from a friend. Can finally catch it live. We also got Lonzo resubscribing. And then we just got the Pokeblin giving $2. I can't give much today. Still need to catch up. So inspiration, whoever needs it the most, or whoever Deco finds the most appropriate. Got it. We'll give that to
the enemy.
Yeah, like
You're so
Pokeblin. We're giving that to the enemies unless you give me your best seal noise. I need to see it in the chat.
You can also just give it to the enemies
I need to
and
see
make a seal noise.
your best seal noise in the chat. I need to hear it. I'm hearing you get ready for it. I'm hearing you do your vocal exercises. I'm hearing you warm up for it. You're doing all right. You're doing pretty good, but I need to see full-on seal noise. I believe in you. It's like a full-on seal noise. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm pretty sure that a seal could make that noise. I'm pretty sure. Burping seal noise. Nice job, Riftarian. You really captured the burp.
We're getting buried here.
I'm so happy this is the thing. All right, let's go ahead and give people their things. Get out of here, big chat. What are you doing back here? I told you yesterday I was done with you. I told you yesterday, big chat, I was done with you. Don't show me more seal noises from people. Don't show me more seal noises from people, big chat.
You got a lot of nerve showing yourself around these
You got
parts
a
again.
lot of nerve, big chat.
I was gonna say that you mentioned seal noises, but you never specified the type of seal.
Get out of here, big chat.
There's
many
more than
types.
one seal.
There
in
are
this
there
whole
are
world?
there are many seals.
There are many seals.
Seals are. I'd like to think.
There are many frogs.
I'd like to think that we can all just love seals for what they are. You know, all of them are the blubberiest of boys, and we can give them all of our love and affection.
Love floopy blubbery boys.
Mm-hmm. We're back to small chat. Small chat hasn't done anything wrong to us.
So a group of seals walked into a club one day.
Oh no.
Jeez. So, before anything, we've already got a new din art. It's right over here, and it's inspirational. We got our boy Ronan saying not to give up. He believes in you. Go ahead, Ronan, do it.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
You did it.
What a boy. What
Ronan,
a
give
man.
it, Ronan,
Did
Ronan,
I do it right?
Ronan, give us a seal noise.
Brrr.
Put
Oh,
that
engine.
blowhole
Oh,
in you.
engine. I didn't like that seal noise. Oh, engine. I didn't like that seal noise.
Sometimes I wondered.
Oh. Oh, no.
Leave that in.
Oh no.
Pokeblin says one more because of the seal noises. This time to Gallon. Gotcha. All right, so let's go ahead and give everybody those inspirations while I'm thinking
Time
on
to
it.
get counting.
That's a lot of them. It's a lot of inspirations. Let's just skip over Marco. He doesn't need any.
I did it! Oh my god!
I did it.
Yeah.
Thought you were a sheep, not a seal.
I can do whatever I want to be.
You're really going for that a breathy tone. I love it.
No, see. If you are acting like a different animal, they'll never know you're a sheep. It's perfect.
I just have to throw them off.
Sometimes
They'll just think you're a furry. It's fine.
I try to figure out what I'm going to do, and instead of doing anything, I just pet my dog.
The moment they find out I'm a demon, it's over.
I'll be destroyed.
I'm going to be canceled.
Jake, do you have any inspiration around that I can copy? Other than Jess and Cross? No. Okay, thanks, Jake. That's your copy one over there, Zorka. And Jasmine, you don't have any either?
Nope.
Curses! I have to make some for the two of you. Ugh! How dare. Before I do that, though, Cyan Gemini gave $10. Says, since Din gave such an inspiring image, have some inspiration on her behalf to Ronan. Perfect.
He can do it. They believe in you.
They believe in you, Ronan.
Thank you.
Honestly, when I look at the Ronin image, it reminds me of that that Japanese fisherman and the clams, and he's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
never give up.
Yeah.
With the fucking gorilla gone playing in the background. Like,
What a fucking bro that guy is.
Oh my!
Jasna, I'm just gonna make your inspiration blue.
Alright.
There you go.
I still know the lyrics to that song, but everyone
go.
seems to know it by heart.
And Jake, I'm just gonna make yours red, I guess, because I can't find any of them to copy from you. Bleh.
They're on the portal over here.
You're on the portal.
Got him.
I don't even know where the portal is. There it is. I found it. I did it.
He did.
I did it.
Congratulations. Good job.
Thanks, Emerald.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Good job.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you also got one more because of Pokeblin. And the other one is whoever I find the most inappropriate. The most inappropriate person here is probably Ronan. I mean, look at how he's dressed.
Yeah,
So
he's
he'll
just
get
completely
that
naked,
one.
dude.
He's just one pelvic thrust away from being a stripper, man.
I mean, he's basically. I mean, look at how he's dressed. He's asking for it.
Joker, look.
Well, I guess we're
Sure,
at
I
this
mean-
point now already. I guess fuck it.
If
Venom
he didn't
Striker.
want to fight,
Venom Striker with the 400 biddies says to the sheep
Biddies?
girl.
feed the sheep.
I don't know.
Well,
Are you a
it's
sheep?
still
I thought you were trying to hide that. Okay, here you go. You're so happy you can. You're so happy you can do that. It's so good. I'm so
The
happy.
pure joy is just the pure joy.
Look,
I
look,
can't wait
Squeaky,
because I'm gonna learn how to do this with Yome. It's gonna be great.
Squeaky, Squeaky.
Hmm?
You get another inspiration.
Oh my god!
You get another inspiration for seal noises. All right, so.
Seal no inspiration.
Oh, heck.
Actually, you know what, Squeaky? You know what? I'm not gonna give you another inspiration.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you guys a goddess point for the
Whoa.
seal noises.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Here you guys go. It's
Hey, look,
not a,
guys,
it's
some
not a
free
fleeting
goddess
goddess.
seal.
It's not a fleeting goddess point either. It's just a regular goddess point. So
The
you
goddess
guys,
was pleased.
Here you go. The goddesses were pleased with your seal noises. Speaking of the goddess points, however, let's go over here and check this out. I just took that one from over here. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh? Interesting. It's very, very interesting that I have
Sometimes I
10
sit
right
here
there.
and I
Very
try to figure out what I'm
peculiar.
going to
Man, I
do,
can't believe we're
and
gonna
instead of
die
doing
in
anything,
the
just
first
perfect.
dungeon.
Celtic gave $2. Says, "Hey, can't stay long. Just want to say thank you for everything you do and putting a smile on my face." To Jess. All right, cool. Let's give a Jess inspiration. She doesn't have nearly as many in this game where she's not in, by the way. Jess needs to have even more to ascend.
Yeah.
Guys, Jess only has 8 inspiration. Are you guys kidding me? What kind of a tower is that? With that being said, my dudes, there's a bunch of fleetings that have been given around. So be ready to
Joker,
put marks
look.
down
We
for
have
all of your
one
things, my dudes. There is a fleeting to the sheepy chef. So put a mark down, sheepy chef.
I've already.
She's
got
already been
people.
counting.
There is another one to the sheep. And there is one to Bone Boy. So Bone
The
Boy.
Bone Man.
Bone Boy, go ahead and do that.
Yes,
thank you.
bone man.
There's also one to Marco.
For me?
Uh-huh.
For you.
And that is it. Those are all the ones that were given today so far. So just the 4.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you all have them. You already had a mark, Marco. It's pink.
No,
it's right here.
I just put it for him.
It's right here. You already had that mark. Get rid of yours. Get out of here. How dare you?
That's what they were.
Did you
Marco
remember to put the Jasmine inspiration that Omega Zero got?
There was a Jesperation. I didn't see a Jasna. Where's it at?
Omega Zero. I think he had donated $30.
$30. Jazz Inspiration. You are correct. There were and there were seal noises.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about those and there were seal noises involved, I'm gonna give you guys another goddess point.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Guys, there were seal noises involved. It had to be done. Uh, 15. Welp.
Well, here we go.
Let's just take all of these away.
It's like a magic trick. First you brig, and then you got a fate card.
First you break.
You have to like puff your cheeks. It's like
You have to puff your cheeks. You have to blow it out from your mouth. Like
they can't do it.
You have to puff your cheeks and blow.
You have to puff your cheeks and blow.
Then we change the color of it, which we'll change it to also blue. There you go, perfect. Perfect. Look at that.
I like how my color is white until otherwise.
Well, you see, Ronan already had the gray and he's blue, so you're like gray, but your things are blue. It's fine.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about
Twinsies, we're exchanging.
it.
We're connected by fate.
It's
We
fine.
must always be fate twinsies, you see.
Gallon also
Yeah.
just got 2 fleetings. So there's that. So Gallon has 2, and I believe Venom gave another one to the adorable demon. Where's the demon at, though?
There's no demon, just a seal. Isn't that right, seal?
There you go. And then Eggy River just gave another one to our spelunking boy. Guys, we're gonna run out. Also, that was a pet commander buddy.
Sometimes I wondered.
oh, so no mark.
Leave that in.
I'll give it to Marcos though.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was also a Marco thingy in the art chat.
Oh wow.
There's a Marco in the
Before
art
we
chat?
do that, Omega Zero just gave $10. Last one for the night. Didn't you say it was the last one for a while? The last time that you said you were giving us Omega Zero. You
Don't
calm
worry
down.
about it.
Calm yourself.
Holy shit.
We love you. He said shush. Polo because seal noises. Okay,
Hey, new
perfect.
guy. Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves?
Let's go ahead and give you some more for seal noises. Actually, this may be bad for you.
Yeah, it's at the peak. We're getting close.
Boom, boom, boom.
I think Jasmine just got a fleeting as well.
I think you just got a fake card.
Aye, aye, aye.
Destiny point. Actually, wait, no. I've got this is 20.
Destiny token.
Yeah, there you go.
Destiny token.
Token, not point.
Token.
Card.
There goes my inspiration.
Get out of here. Get out of here, inspirations.
Goodbye.
Get out of here. Go over there.
All them inspirations.
All them inspirations is. Gorthos just got a fleeting.
Yay.
Oh my
And
God.
Gallon also got another fleeting.
Oh my god.
God, there's so many fleetings.
Yeah, we just started and we were
Wait,
not
did
even
Gallon
playing
have
the
three
game
now?
yet.
Gallon have three
Man,
now?
I can't wait for us to not go into the
He's putting little circles for his, so just erase the ones you have, Squeaky.
Okay.
But so we don't
Why,
get
why is he
confused.
doing death circles?
Because.
I always put them down in circles. They're easier to notice from random scribbles.
With
Not
all
what
that being
you
said, let's
need.
go ahead and go to the art showcase. We'll see that there was a wood burning Marco.
A wood burning.
What?
Ah!
Yeah, the wood burning ones. That's
Ah!
I didn't see him. Post him. Post him.
I'm
on the
doing it.
table.
Give me a
There's more
fucking
wood
second.
burnings.
Do-do-do-do. Let's go ahead and scroll over here to our stuffs. We'll unlock one of the wood burnings. Copy, paste. And put down the new wood burning.
Woo.
The new burning.
The new burn.
On the mark.
Sometimes when I'm alone.
Oh.
The
I
Marcoed
literally do
burn.
nothing.
Look at that boy!
Just sit.
The mark.
Oh, look at him.
Ah, I love the wood burnings. They're so cool.
Yeah.
Ah, put that right there. And then Cyan Gemini. Guys, we haven't even started yet. All right, calm down.
Look at all the money you've made.
Calm down. I mean, I guess it's time to end the stream.
No game.
See you guys
not the
next
money.
week. No, Cyan Gemini just gave $40. Says, and to that I say no. Dice to the lovable break girl squeaks.
The brig.
All right, so let's just take some of these from over here and just.
Just pop them, put them back.
Here we go. There's
drag 'em back from
9, 10, and then 10, and then. Perfect.
I summon these dice back from the graveyard and end my turn.
I
Good job.
rolled the first Uno card.
Good job, guys. Guys, I just want to say one thing. You guys know how I'm allowed to tempt people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're already so tempting.
Thank you. It's not going to save you.
No, it's not.
Chat.
Right.
Did you know that you're also people?
Are they?
Chat.
By the technical definition of a person, yes.
Chat. I will give 5 inspiration to the first person who puts down a Commander Buddy and puts down a character's name. But if you do it, I get a demon point.
So you're just giving yourself a demon point, is what this is, because
No.
I can't wait for the 1st
I'm just
one
saying,
to be
they
the
don't
bad
have
guy.
to do it.
Is
They
this
don't
the
have to do it.
enemies?
Up,
yes, but you know they
Devil
will.
Dog. Devil Dog just said Gorthos.
Hey.
See?
I saw it. Devil Dog just did a Gorthos one. Gorthos is gonna get 5. I mean, I gave them an option. They didn't have to take it, guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Also,
It's only an amorphous
Gorthos
mass.
gets 5 inspiration. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Devil
Yeah.
Dog. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. They didn't have to do that. I mean, I'm just saying. It was just I'm just gonna move this over here to here, and that's gonna be fine. And that, whatever, it's cool.
Don't even sweat it.
With that being said, my dudes, let's actually get involved in the game side of things now, so that we can actually get some stuff going. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and roll a d6. Like always, Gallon will be considered 1, Ronan is considered 6, and we go clockwise. So, I'll just roll this one. That is Ronan. Ronan, what
Oh.
happened last game?
We were in town. We woke up in Argo's cave. Then we fished for breakfast. Then we went and got a guide who almost like he like dunked on some moblins, and then he was gonna fucking just gank Jasna. But then we sorted things out, and then he guided us to the temple, and now they were heartless Koroks kidnapping magic frogs from their natural habitat, and that was really messed up. So we beat up those 4 big assassin boys, and rescued the frogs that were left, and now we're in the temple.
Look at these formidable assassins. There's Bunga. There's Chunga. There's Unga, obviously, and of course there was Wunga. And they're all dead.
Wonga, the
now.
one forgotten.
And all of the other Koroks stole the frogs.
He's gonna drop them off somewhere.
Just kind of dropped them off in the forest somewhere. Probably getting eaten by Dekubabas. Who's to say?
Monsters.
They're monsters. They're all dead. They're all dead.
You're the last remaining members of your people.
The
Now
4
must
of you.
breed.
Your leader, Magic Frog. With all that being said, my dudes, you guys rushed into the forest temple in the very end of that. And as you guys did, I think it's time for us to finally get the forest temple map out. You might notice something weird about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
You don't say.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry. You guys are fine. Everyone's fine.
Man, look at all that fog of war.
You guys had rushed in to the temple. And as you guys did, take it away. You see before you a large open room. You see some doorways off to the left, right, and center. But mostly it's just a very empty room with some pillars off to the sides of them. You don't see any Koroks or any Kokiri from here.
Is the door behind us closed or no?
You guys said you wanted to close it. It will take some doing to attempt to close it. You're not entirely sure how well you guys can do it from here. It looks like it's a sliding door, like it's sliding upwards. You're not sure if there's a mechanism on this side or not. But if you want to close it up, you're going to have to either perform a very big feat of strength or find a way to close the door. What do you guys want to try to do?
Is there a hole in the ceiling?
Hole in the ceiling. There is a hole in the ceiling. From whenever you guys had seen it, you guys know that it is off to the. There is one off to the left and one off to the right of where you are. So just to pinpoint where they would be, I'll get a different color. We'll go for like a whitish color because brightness is coming in. They'll be around here, and the other one would be like over
Sometimes I wonder
here.
if my dog doesn't want to open the door because he's scared of the door, or because he wants me to get up.
What do you guys want to try to do? Do you guys want to try to just pull up the stone and try to fit it into the top to close? Or do you guys want to try to find a mechanism to close the door?
I'll try to close it manually.
All right,
guess.
you and your 3 frogs.
They're the ones that are going to help me through this.
Do you want me to hold them?
Sure. Here,
All 4 of you will be safe inside my pot.
this one stays on my head.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Wait. The here we go. Therapy match. No wait. This isn't the one. No, this is the one.
Wait, which one is it?
This one's on my head.
Is anybody going to help Ronan?
I have no physical strength. I'll look around for a mechanism.
Okay.
Actually, how dark? It's pretty. Is it well lit in here?
It's pretty well lit, actually.
Okay, then never mind. I won't do the thing of like let me light shit up so other people can see better.
Gorthos will help Ronan.
All right. If the 2 of you are going, Gorthos and Ronan, I need you both to roll me for your physique. I'm looking for a number to beat, not like for you guys to have a certain like 18 or whatever. I'm just going to add both of your totals together, and if it beats the number, then you're good.
So that's okay. That's an extra 3 on that. All right.
What'd you get, Gorthos? Or not Gorthos, Ronan?
That's a 13.
13?
14.
13 plus 14 is 27. As you guys are trying your best to do so, the stone is just way too large.
Hold on a sec. Wait, I got fleetings.
You do have a fleeting.
Yeah.
I have 2 fleetings.
Go ahead.
You have a bunch of them.
See if you can get better.
No.
Come on. Nat 20.
Nope.
You did not get better.
Nope.
You guys are trying your absolute best. Unfortunately, it does not seem like between the 2 of you, you can get it up there. Is anyone else going to try to help them?
Yeah, sure.
Jasna,
Alright.
you have a task if you want to get this up. You 3 are basically filling up this like little hall here. So there's not going to be any way for anyone else to help you guys out too much. Go ahead and try me for a physique roll. If you fail, you guys have to start all over, and we're going to have some time pass from that.
Because we've been punching this goddamn rock, trying to put it down for a while now. Time is a concept that passes. 8.
You have 1 fleeting?
Yep. That's a 13.
better.
The number to beat was 35. You guys got 40.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys lift the stone around here, Gallon, you start looking around for any sort of mechanism that could possibly help out with it. You do find something, but looking at it, it seems to have the indentation of the Emerald Eye, so you wouldn't be able to activate it from this side. As they lift it back up into place, there is a clicking sound as the indentation seems to pop out for you, Gallon. Looking at it, you feel like you could probably finagle and use this without the Emerald Eye if you needed to try to do that. But if you press in the indentation, you're pretty sure that means the door will fall. By the way, that will be right here, Gallon.
We'll mark it down.
I also just realized they can fly, and there are holes in this room. We should probably get moving.
Yeah, that's why I pointed out there were holes in this room.
You guys get in. You didn't see a lot of them like rushing toward the door. Again, whenever you guys have rushed in here, you guys did it with pretty good time. None of them looked like they were rushing toward the door or rushing toward anything like that. They were just coming back from dropping off frogs.
Okay.
You guys shut yourselves up. You guys wait for a minute. Nothing seems to be coming at the door or coming in through the holes. You're also not sure if they really know about the holes because they were like so far up in the temple.
Well, there's no way but forward now.
Indeed.
All right.
Ronan, you going off into the middle of this area?
Yeah.
Ronan, as you begin to move forward, you notice something a little bit further down from you. Do you notice this big pile of rocks that are over here? Big pile right here. As you look at it, you see that it appears to be some sort of a large slab, as if it was destroyed whenever somebody came in. Looking at it, the slab itself looked very mossy and old, but the cracks and the breaks in it look brand new.
Mm.
Do you want to try to make your way over to it?
Yeah.
What are the others doing?
Mm.
Let's split up, gang.
I have too many frog.
I'll hold them.
Too many frog.
Do you want a hand?
Just put him in the pot and put a lid on it.
No, Ronan will be mad at me if I do that.
Gallon,
Okay.
are you gonna move further in?
Yeah.
She'll go further in because this is the frogs.
Marco.
Yeah, I know that it's only like the first room in the entire in the entire place. However,
Your boots aren't
danger
here.
sense.
Oh, I thought you were looking for your boots.
No, I'm looking for trap.
roll for danger sense. Definitely. Looking around through here, I will give you your danger sense roll, which will be rolled with advantage. So go ahead and roll me for your instinct.
All right, well, nat 20.
Nat 20. Looking around the room, this appears to just be an entranceway. You don't see anything here that possibly could be trapped, other than maybe the doors. But you're not sure from back where you are if that is the case. But the room itself, nothing around here seems to be trapped at all. In fact, looking around the room, you do notice that on this side, there does appear to be some rather rough rocks leading up toward the exit over here, the hole over through here. It was probably used by the Kokiri that you guys had met before. Whenever she was scaling the wall with the grappling hook.
Okay, cool.
It shows that while the exit over here is rather high up, if you guys roll well enough, you could potentially scale the wall there.
Thankfully, I have the cool freaking grappling hook. So
Ronan.
it'll-
And
Yeah.
Polo, since you're there as well, I'd like both of you to roll me for your perceptions, please.
Perception.
And by perceptions, I mean diligence, because I'm a dummy.
Okay. Okay. Well, I've got the 3 fleeting, so I'm going to use
Use
those.
your eyes.
Oh, you put in a thingy for it.
4,
See what this is.
16, 16 again,
18 total.
and 19 is my highest with 3 diligence. That is a 20.
Enough.
So 18 and 22?
Mhm.
Looking at the slab, you guys notice that there appears to be something written on the slab. As you guys look it over, Polo, what seems to be written there is something beyond you. Some of it seems to just be like little symbols. Some of it appears to be some sort of writing. But other things just seem to be mostly, as far as you can tell, potentially music notes. Ronan, you also see that these there appear to be music notes along the areas here, as if whoever smashed this apparently just didn't like music. I don't know.
Well, that's just no good. That's just rude.
The both of you also notice that while there are a lot of rocks here, there appear to be some missing. But then, with your perceptions, you guys look over at Gallon and you guys notice, oh, there's more stones over there. Again, the stones themselves seem very old and mossy, but the breaks in them seem new. It feels like you guys could potentially try to put some semblance of this back together, but you're not sure how to what end that would be.
We also are kind of pressed for time right now.
Mm-hmm.
That might be something to do later.
Potentially.
All right.
But what if you need the song?
What?
What if you need the song?
Well, Polo, it's not like he could learn a song immediately or anything. It would take someone a lot of study to see a song, right?
You can take notes and you can practice.
If we need it, then we can come back, I guess. But right now, I just want to find Z.
That is true. You said you're looking for your fairy friend.
Yeah. Somewhere dark, I think, and I don't know what else.
You guys know that Z apparently is beneath the temple. From what Galen had said of what happened with the vision that he helped see. However, again, Galen, you also remember that there was no doors that you saw that would lead down below.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? What's this up ahead here?
There are three doorways. The one up ahead, and then the two little side doors over here. The side doors appear to be very well lit. Looking over at them, they appear to be lit, but they're not lit by fire. Galen, looking at the doorways that the others seem to be like gravitating toward now, you see that there are lights on the doors, but they are not torches. They appear to be some sort of crystalline structure.
Can I go touch?
They are very high up. These
Can I go
doors
close
are
and look?
very large doors.
Then not touch. Can I go look?
You can definitely go look. Bloop. Does anybody else want to inspect any of the doors?
Yes.
I'll look over here.
Ronan, we'll start with you then. Going down toward the doorway down here, you notice that looking at it, you can tell that this has to be a door. This temple is far too long for it to end right where it is. But there appears to be no seams whatsoever in front of you. The wall just seems to stop abruptly.
Alright.
But looking down at the stone below it, the stones look as if they continue.
Okay. But try to, like, move it up or down or whichever way. Does it, like, budge at all? Can I try?
Looking at it, you try to move it up, you try to move it down, looking at the ceiling and at the ground. I did not mean to rhyme. But as you look everything, you don't see any seams, even up and down. Like, this just appears to have been grown out from the walls. There is nowhere to push it.
Alright.
Going to Polo and Galen, who are looking at the things, since Marco, Gorthos, and Jasna are checking out the center over here, I guess.
Yep.
I'd like to know from the three of you, is there anything you guys would like to do while the others are checking out the doors? The only things you guys can see are the large pillars.
Pillars, yeah.
That are
I
off
was
to the
thinking about
sides,
that.
and again, the large rocks that seem to have writing on them.
Well, this one right here we haven't checked, right?
It appears to be just another part of the rock over here.
Huh.
They rolled high enough to find that. That was going to be a thing of like, oh, you're missing some stones.
Oh, just fucking toss it all the way over there. Hold on.
They look rather large for Okokiri to have moved. I will say that. Though then again, the stone itself looks very large for Okokiri to have destroyed it as well as they did.
You said there's music notes in these piles of rubble.
Yes. The rubble seems to used to have been a very large slab of some sort of writing and music. However, again, it seems like the breaking on it is brand new, as if somebody has done this probably within the last 24 hours.
Could I try to read what's on here? clean what this song is? Or...
You would have to put the stones together to do that.
Oh.
And the
so I
stones
can't-
are rather large. It would take some time. Would you like to try to start on it?
Yeah. This seems like something Gorthos would be interested in.
You guys see Gorthos moving around some of these rocks. Jasna and Marco, do either of you want to try to help him?
I would like to help because, it seems like a cool puzzle.
Well, that's one way to do things. We can just have a 1,000 piece puzzle right now.
All right, I'm going to say the three of you are going to try to move this into place. As the three of you are doing this, I will, it of course will take some time to do. I will have the three of you roll me for your diligence as you're trying to put this together.
Alright.
And after the diligence roll, I will have you guys roll for physique to see how fast you guys will be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not only a feat of strength, but also a feat of
the
do
mind,
I want to
you
keep
say.
fucking do this or not? Like it's just whatever. Like
Like this is a big rock.
it's a big fucking rock. I'm tired of it.
I still have
It's a big fucking rock.
So,
That's
Ooh.
18 plus Frey and number
I
21,
rolled a 17.
and then for physique.
All right. What was that? What was before you roll physique? What was the diligence rolls everybody had?
18 plus Free, 21.
17.
12.
Okay. 18 plus 3, 21. 17, 12. All right. Now do physique.
All right. Whoop.
Plus 3. Let's go.
11.
Nat 20.
Ooh, that's good.
Nice. Let's see what I get. And awesome. That's 22.
Alrighty. So, nat 20 will count as a 20. I'm going to count that as a 25 for this thing because you nat 20'd. Count everything up together. You guys got the probably best possible result I could have expected from you guys. As you guys are going to do this, it will take you guys around an hour to complete this puzzle.
Let's see we'll see how long it takes for the other three to investigate those doors.
As you guys begin dragging these things into different places, Marco is just looking at it like no, over there, no, turn that way, no, this way. And Jasna, you're just looking at this like, oh, this is like one of those simple things that they made me do when I was a baby.
I did this when I was 5. I remember this.
And Gorthos is like, I've fucking been alive too long for this. and you also, luckily for Gorthos, he also knows ancient Hylian. So,
this is right now.
so you're just like, oh, I know what this word would be if I put it with this rock.
Gorthos is never good at these puzzles.
Gorthos is just spelling right now. It's a spelling bee for him.
You guys are in the center of this, putting this large thing together. It is around that size, like around whenever you guys put it all together. So we'll have you guys do that for the next hour. Boop. Boop.
Meanwhile, at the doors, hey look, it's been 30 seconds. You've understood these doors.
Gallon and Polo, as you guys go to check out the stones at the top, just to kind of look at them, both of you roll me for your magic.
Oh, I'm not good at that. Oh, I have one. Okay, I'll just roll straight D20.
You are the second best at magic.
Still pretty bad. 10. Still pretty bad.
Jake, you have to use your fleetings too, so.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that's a good one though.
19.
19 plus 3, it's a 22, and you got an 11, Squeaky?
11, yes.
As you guys are looking them over, Polo, you start looking at them. You're like, mm-hmm.
It is a doorway.
It is some sort of magic, probably.
There's there's something here. It's probably magical, but I don't know what it is.
You're fine. You used up your good roll on the center area over here. You see.
Yeah, I did.
But I mean, hey, that was a really good roll. And Gallon, you make your way over toward the two stones. As you do, you see that both of them seem to be emanating some magic, as if both of the stones at the top of here seem to be showing off some sort of an affinity for magic. from what you can tell, it is an affinity that you know very well. Both of them seem to be giving off fire magic.
So, looking at them, how secure are they?
They're at the very top of this doorway. They seem to be embedded into the doorway.
Okay.
And the height of this place from the center is extremely tall. Like, this room is probably the tallest room in this place. It is around maybe 60 feet.
No, I was wondering if I could dislodge them with wind, but since they are embedded, I doubt that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just because I can make little fires, I'm gonna poke the crystal with fire.
You shoot a flame over toward the crystal. Hitting the crystal itself doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay, so they're probably just lights. Fire lights, but let's just not think about what happens if they break. Or let's.
Looking around at the rest of the door, give me since you've been here looking at it for a while, give me a diligence roll. And we'll do the same thing for Polo, because Polo is looking at it, even though Polo doesn't understand it.
I can see the thing. So I roll 2?
Oh,
Yep, both of you roll me diligence.
Okay.
And Jake's rolling with advantage of the goddess point.
I will put in inspiration because I'm good at diligence. Nat 20 and
You put that
I got
in
a
the bowl.
Yeah, I was wondering where the bowl
You
was.
got a nat 20?
and I rolled an inspiration and got a 4, and then my diligence is 3.
While you're looking at it, Gallon, you're trying your best to figure it out. Like, you're just like, yeah, they're emitting fire magic, but you could have done. They could have just put torches. Like, there's no reason to put like magic here. Why would they do that? You're not really getting it. You're just like looking at these old doors and just kind of like, very much like, why are they wasting magic here? Polo, while you're looking around at it, you notice that the door, as well as a lot of the different like cracks and like seams of the door, seem to be covered with moss and vines. As you look around at it, you see that there is a clear indentation of where a vine was, seemingly touching where the crystals were, looking as if somebody had removed a vine from there recently.
Oh.
But the vines seemed to look like it connected the two crystals, and also connected the rest of the moss and vines on the door.
Well, why would someone want to get rid of a vine?
Wait, what?
You guys are
Vine
just
what?
You guys are just echoing throughout the thing, like talking back and forth. You guys hear the scraping of rocks. It's just like, stop it, guys! We're doing something. Get together! Stop yelling! I'm kidding. You will be yelling if you guys are talking on either side of this.
Did you discover anything on your door?
I'm gonna roll. Because you guys know you're not the only ones inside the temple.
Oh wait, we're on the opposite. I thought we were actually
Yes.
looking at the same door.
No.
God,
You guys
no.
are at the opposite sides of the room.
She
That's
would
why
not go near
that's
you.
Why that's why I keep telling you guys are yelling, and you also know there are people inside the temple.
Yeah, no, I'm going over to her then if she was saying things and I overheard her. Otherwise, no comment.
Go ahead.
Making a-
What's going on now?
Looks away.
The door's missing a vine.
Where? Point it out to me.
Points.
It looks like it was supposed to connect, but the vine is missing. It seemed to connect these two gems, and there's magic, but I don't really understand it.
It's fire magic. It makes a little burn.
Do you think someone burned the vine away?
We don't see scorch marks.
It seems like that was removed, but the vine did seem to connect the two things at the top.
Is there any vine laying around?
Sorry, I had to do something real quick. There is no vine laying around, from what you can tell. There are still vines all over the door, though. seemingly like in between the seams of the doorway and the door frame.
Can I take a closer look at the vines? Are they there for disuse, or do they look like they actually have a purpose?
Looking closer at the vines, like I had said before, they seem to be interweaving themselves with the seams of the doorframe. It looks like the vines are keeping the doors shut, as if they're like some sort of solvent or glue, holding it together.
Maybe they broke the door's magic trick? I mean, look at the vines and how they're all...
You also look at the vines and you notice again, because of your studies before, Galen, you are a fire magic user. You would know this. These vines are very living and lush, which means they are very hard to burn non-magically.
I think they broke how these doors are supposed to open.
Hey, a new guy.
Well, then we
Did
can't
you know
open
the
them?
Phantom Thieves? Ryuji.
Now, you see, I would normally say yes, but, I'm in fact myself.
I don't know what that's really means.
I have fire magic. I'm going to try and... Can I try burning them away?
You can definitely try. Go ahead and roll me for your magic, my dude. That's going to be a +3.
Isn't it +4?
1, 2, 3, 4. You're right.
9 plus 3. 16.
You bring your flames out from your fire wand. As you do, you set the vines aflame. Again, it would be much harder to do so if you were using a torch or something. But with your magical flames and potentially the flames from up at the crystals, these things go up in flames almost immediately. As they do, the doors begin to screech open as Ronan, you make your way back, hearing the doors open on this side. As the doors begin to open,
I am Galen, opener of doors.
Oh, way to go.
you guys are greeted with a large open room, and staring directly at you is a giant frog statue.
Oh no, it's T-posing on us.
Is that a statue of you?
Or you? Or you?
Or you? Or even you?
Which one of you is the frog god? Tell me.
He knows which one he's speaking to.
Oh, is it a statue?
It
Oh, it's
looks
a
like one.
statue. Oh, it's a statue.
It's like, oh, I was scared of it, but it actually has no intended harmony. It is stone.
You guys make your way over to the statue. As the two of you do, since the two of you had such a good roll earlier, you guys notice at the very base of this statue, it appears to be standing on a bit of a slab that has a single music note on the slab.
Hey, look, a note.
As you look at the single music note, you guys kind of look at it like a little bit like confusedly, like, huh, what? Because it's just like you can't really do much with one note, but it seems to be a single note surrounded by a black box.
Black box.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look?
It's just a black square with a single music note on it.
Does it look like it's one of many, and then there are others that are missing, or?
It just seems like it's a single music note inside of a black square.
I want to take out my violin and play that note.
Bing.
Well, that's all I got.
Oh wait, hold on. By box, does it mean do you mean like it looks like it can be moved,
Nope,
or
it
that
is
something
just
can go in it?
It is just a square, a black square with a single music note in the center.
Okay, so it's not like it's a square, not it's a
Yes,
cube,
a square,
not
not a box. Yes.
Okay, because I was
My
gonna
bad,
be
my
like,
bad.
I put a frog in it. Sacrifice the frog to the frog statue.
You guys also look around the room. As you guys do, you see What appears to be a chest over here.
What's that?
It's a dot.
An arrow.
I'm gonna go for traps.
You guys, as you guys look over there, you guys do note that the floor of that area looks a lot older than the floor that is that you're standing on. There appears to be a lot of moss and a lot of vines covering that area.
You might want to be careful.
That's
Marco's just over here like la 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 la.
La 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 la. I'm doing my job over here, obviously.
Hold on a sec here. Hey, Marco.
Yeah.
There's some dungeony stuff over here.
But we're in a dungeon. There's dungeony stuff everywhere.
There's
What
a
do you
chest
mean?
over some dangerous-looking floors.
Oh.
Marco, you know if you leave, it'll increase the amount of time it will take to complete the puzzle.
Here, I'll step in for you.
You want Ronan to tag in?
Sure.
All right, Ronan, you tag in. We'll say that the amount of time will not change. Marco, you enter the room with the frog. Looking at it, this is not the first time you've seen a statue of a frog like this, Marco.
Ah, shit! Really?
Yes, there are statues like this, seemingly off at some of the edges of the forest that have some of the old pathways that lead inside. They are rather important to the forest, from what you can tell. But they don't really seem to do anything or anything like that. They're often depicted singing or playing instruments. This one just appears to have his arms spread wide, T-posing on you for dominance.
T-posing for dominance. Can I determine, because I am a dungeon boy and I see that there's an odd music note in a box on the thing, can I determine that this is in fact saying, it's a symbol for, hey, play music here? Maybe something will happen.
It seems to be a specific music note. Roll me for your diligence, and roll me with advantage because you were working on something before.
Yeah. With advantage or disadvantage?
With advantage.
Okay then. Because I can't not use inspiration. It's just too much fun. +3. Let's see here. 10. And then
got a 14
10,
altogether.
3, 18. Yeah.
You do remember as you were working on the big stone thing over here. Every now and then, looking at the stone, there were a couple of black boxes on the stone, as well as there was a couple of white boxes on the stone. Putting two and two together, you can probably tell this is a missing note from the stone slab.
Oh, that's so cool! Oh shit! Oh, okay, that's interesting. This is a missing. I think this is like a missing note from the big slab over there. Cool.
Basically, anywhere you would think that basically anywhere you would see a black box, you would instead put this note.
Ah, cool. Very useful. All right.
Right. Go down the dangerous hallway, Marco.
You make your way toward the danger hallway.
The danger hallway, where the danger is. And, the danger sense is going to go off because, I got to determine what this trap is. Because it looks like a trap. It smells like a trap. It's probably a trap.
No, it just smells like moss.
If we look at your danger sense,
so
you can definitely. If we look at your danger sense, we can see that you can react to traps before they go off. However, that is you reacting to traps. I gave you the dungeon sense roll or the danger sense roll earlier. From here, looking at it, you can tell that there would potentially be a trap here.
You're breaking up.
Uh-oh. Waiting to see if I'm gonna stop.
You sound good now.
You're good now at the moment.
Blah 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 blah.
All right, tell me the thing.
I will wait to see if the chat is still there.
Yeah.
You good? Okay, good. Basically, way your danger sense works is you react to traps going off. It doesn't tell you when traps are around. I gave you the danger sense roll earlier because it's something that you were actively doing, and I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. You know that things like that happen. But danger sense is basically if you step on a trap, you have a chance to react.
Okay. Then.
Looking at the
All right, my
hall,
bad.
it looks like it definitely could be a trap. And looking at the way that the stones are on the ground, it's probably a pit if it's anything.
Well, yeet.
I would like you to tell me your path you're going.
All right. So anyway, it's gonna be like this. So my path's gonna start here because I like starting in the center of things.
Go ahead and draw me your path. Or you can step on it. Go ahead and step on it. You can step on it if you want. I think it'd be easier for you to draw it because you could potentially see the thing you need to do, but okay. Marco, as you make your way here, I would like you, as you feel yourself stepping down, for some reason the walls are getting a bit bigger. You look down. Uh-oh. Marco, the rock beneath you is falling. I would like you to roll me for your finesse. You have danger sense, so you can roll with advantage.
19. And let's see here. Let's see if I can get better than 19. Okay, so 19 plus my
You
finesse
jump
roll,
back.
right?
As you jump back to the last safe place you think you were, you look below you as you see what appears to be a hole.
Ah, cool.
Looking down into the hole, you cannot see the bottom. However, you can hear running water.
I don't like the sound of running water. So the last time running water happened, bad things happened. So when that dislodged itself, did it look like this rock here? Did that look like it shifted at all?
Nope.
All right then.
Ronan, or not Ronan, Marco.
I can't.
Go ahead and give me a roll, my dude.
Marco steps on something and Ronan throws through a fucking hole.
Oh, he's making that puzzle. Oh,
Marco, roll me for your finesse.
Well, here we go.
That's a 4. Roll me better.
Thankfully, I have, a 19 again.
You jump back to the last safe place you had.
And when I fail these, are there any noticeable changes to like the area around the chest?
Nope, no noticeable changes.
No noticeable changes? Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Go get him, Marco. I believe in you.
You're fine?
Well, since that kept happening over there, let's see about this.
Meanwhile, Polo and Gallon are just watching. It's like,
This is nerve-wracking. How
Marco,
does he do it?
roll me for your luck. Just a straight D20.
Oh boy.
Does anyone else hear the floor falling down?
Does no one have a rope?
Kind of hard to hear with the moving of rocks.
Marco, as you go to step onto that area, you feel you feel that the area begin to shake slightly. You bring your foot back.
Awesome.
It didn't seem to fall though.
It seemed to fall. But it was shaking. I don't know if I like that. I don't want to go forward because seeing that the rocks there, it doesn't look that safe because those two kept falling.
It's up to
Just
you.
look forward, man.
Just fuck it.
Just fucking trust.
Just fucking swan dive. It's fine.
Sacrifice a frog. Yeah, just throw the frogs on there.
I will eat your face.
Can I test this one?
You can step on it.
Yeah, I'll step on it.
Do you want to get on it?
Yeah.
Then draw me a line, my dude. You're fine.
Well, now how does that make sense?
If this rock
there
breaks, then
is a very common thing that is here that if you look, I'm not gonna say anything else.
It's like playing Battleship, except you'll die.
So like Battleship.
Yeah, but you have to miss. So it's not really Battleship, is it?
I'm just watching this.
Let's see here. So if I go forward again,
You're fine.
I'm fine. Now I know, in my heart of hearts, looking at that huge crack right there, I know in my heart of hearts it can't just be another straight line. There's just no way it's another straight line. Unless you're just fucking with me here. So anyway, I went left.
You're gonna go this way.
Yes.
Marco, roll me for your finesse.
Hooray! I don't trust in my luck, alright? Even though I get advantage on these rolls, I can never trust it. The first one was 18.
You jump back to the last safe place you found. Boop.
Now that I'm closer to the chest and have done another bad thing, does it seem like any do I notice anything like a sound other than a falling rock?
Nope, not yet.
Or any like nothing? Okay.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. It's really tempting to just go straight forward. But there's no way it's not. There's no way it's not. And I know that one wasn't good there.
It didn't fall.
It didn't fall. Let's go this way.
Marco, roll me finesse.
Damn it!
Is this path like I'm starting to think that this path is just bullshit.
Don't worry about it. Just
There
concentrate on
is
these
something
rocks.
there that I will tell you guys whenever everything's over.
I'm trying to notice any kind of path here. So 9.
Oh, 9.
And then
Watch it, but you could have just gone
3.
straight.
9 plus 3, that is a 12. Marco,
Oh, no.
roll me luck.
Oh boy.
You
Do
have a
I
grapple hook.
fall? Do I fall? Let's see if I fall.
You don't fall.
16.
Marco, you step down. As you do, you try to jump back to the last safe place you could, but the rock slides down too much for you to do so. You jump this way. You're fine.
I was really hoping it'd be roll finesse.
I go here.
You're fine.
I go there.
You're fine.
Am I fine?
You're fine.
Chest.
As you try to step onto that section, the area begins to shake slightly. You step back. Nothing
All
falls.
right. Nothing falls. Okay. I guess. I still have not noticed any fucking pattern.
I don't think there is.
I was
one.
thinking the white lines.
There is a single pattern.
This
There's
is just
also-
amazing to watch.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna wait. It's up to you. Where do you want to go? You're fine. The thing's right here. You don't have to keep going.
Oh, I don't have to keep going. Okay.
You're just gonna walk into the wall now?
No.
So, Marco, looking
Yeah.
back along the trail you went through, let me go ahead and get rid of all this stuff here.
Would you like me to help?
Yes, please.
Get all the erasers!
Don't erase the chest. You'll lose
So-
out on your treasure.
If you went the way that you went, there's no moss there connecting. There's no moss there connecting.
It's
there's
the
no moss
fucking
there
moss.
connecting, and there's no moss there connecting. Also,
You're gonna go straight.
also, there were 2 ways to get to the box.
It was literally going straight.
I was trying to figure out the moss thing,
Wait,
but I
that
was
path
just
has you
watching
literally
them go.
walking over what looks like fucking moss.
It does. That's why I didn't notice the pattern.
I just kept watching you like, oh my god.
You didn't
He's just
step on
playing
the right thing.
Minesweeper.
You
I
see that there
didn't.
is stuff there, right? That's not stuff there. You stepped here. You didn't step on this one. You could have diagonal down to there.
Oh.
It wasn't
But
a
that wa-
straight shot, but it was basically one step away from where you were.
Basically the
Why is that
mossy
so
part.
huge? But like right here, there's fucking moss.
There's moss
On
at the top area. If you look really close, though, there's not moss at the bottom part.
See,
yeah,
if you
dude,
can
that
see.
is so hard to fucking see.
It is. I blame that on the map, but it's also like right here. If you look here, there's also a tiny strip there that isn't moss too.
Okay.
It's supposed
So-
to be hard to see. Otherwise, you just walk on the places without moss.
So the puzzle is where there isn't moss connecting anything?
Yep.
The puzzle is have eyes.
Okay, well,
thought
The
then
it-
only
I
way you
would
could
have.
step was when there was no moss. So
I'm
here-
horrible at puzzles, and we all know this, so I would have.
That's why I also made it to where there were two ways to complete it.
Listen, there's a reason I had Marco do it
And
because I
See,
know
every
I
time
fuck
you
up.
every time you stepped on a safe spot without first stepping on the connecting spot, it would shake. To show that spot was safe, but you need to go on the other spot first
Huh, okay.
Okay.
because magic or whatever.
So anyway, the chest.
You kick at it from the side as it pops open.
Okay, not even gonna check for a trap chest. Cool, gotcha.
It's basically
Let's see
you're
what's
you're
inside.
trying to like see if there's any traps. You just kind of like kick at it and it just opens up.
Oh shit, nice. What's inside?
As it opens, you find yourself looking at.
It has teeth. Roll initiative.
That would be
course.
rather mean of me.
So that's exactly what happens. So, time for initiative.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Hey.
As well as
A pair of boots.
Finally, I can stop being barefoot.
Boop. And it's a 3x3 chest. I didn't mean to make it a 3x3 chest, but it's a 3x3 chest, so I will give you that too. But
Wow. I can't carry all this.
you cannot, but you know the way to walk now.
However, just gonna shimmy over and grab those boots. A pair of boots. Ooh,
They're a pair of
neat.
climbing boots.
Ooh.
Oh.
Basically, it gives you advantage on climbing checks.
Oh. Hell yeah. You know what?
And of
I'm
course, they're
just gonna-
boots, so if you put them in the slot, they give you a +1.
You know what? I am gonna just go ahead and switch out my boots for these. Cause fuck it.
He's just gonna
This
throw
seems
your
really
other,
neat.
just gonna throw your other leggings in there. Just like, don't need
Yep.
pants anymore.
Don't need these anymore.
He just starts stripping. Polo just looks away.
Okay.
How indecent. I was like, dude, come on. We're in a
He's
dungeon.
For the sake of it, you keep the leggings, quote unquote, but you just take off the Kokiri shoes part of it.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, that
And I
would have
just
been
walk
funny.
the path to take the money and put it in my wallet.
You can definitely do so.
All right.
Yes, come get the
Again,
money.
the only reason that it's safer for Marco to do it is because he has advantage on the checks if he fails. But once he knows the path, he can easily tell you guys the path. You guys look down again into the holes as you guys hear the running water beneath. You guys just gonna leave the leggings there?
Do you want to take them? Do you have any room?
Do you want my pants?
You just slam the fucking chest shut with the leggings in there. All right.
I'm gonna also rename them to shoes. Kokiri shoes.
With him wearing the climber's boots, does he still get the AC bonus, right?
Yes, he gets the +1 because it's in the leggings. It's in the leg slot.
Yeah, I don't. It's just technically a pair of fucking shoes. I'm just gonna leave them.
Okay, you could potentially try to take them for like selling or something. Maybe not to the Kokiri, but maybe to someone else.
You know what? Fucking.
You want some
Fine.
fucking...
I'll put these slightly used shoes in the fucking box that I don't have a thing for yet.
I will
Slightly
give you your
used
box
shoes.
later. I'm sorry.
They go in the box. I'm sure our local merchant will make a great deal out of these massive Kokiri shoes.
As you guys take out the Kokiri shoes, the chest falls into the darkness as all of the slots below seem to crumble.
Goodbye, box.
Later,
Magic.
fucker.
From where you are, you guys can see what appears to be a decline, like almost like a slide at the very top part of the back over here. Yeah, after a couple of seconds, you guys hear a sploosh as the rocks and the chest hits water. It seems to be rather deep.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from this death trap now.
You guys
Yeah,
follow
same.
the path going back out. As you guys do, Polo's just like, yeah, you did it. Whatever. There doesn't seem to be a lot left in this area. However, looking around, you guys see what appears to be a very suspicious looking wall over here. I didn't close it off correctly, but there is a wall like right here, basically.
We can pretend.
As you guys look over at said wall, it appears to be very smooth and very much looking like the wall that Ronan looked at the north over here. It doesn't seem to have any seams, and it seems to almost grow out from the other stone.
Well, there's only one thing to do at a time like this. Treasure sense.
Parker just starts sniffing the wall. I smell money.
It's almost as though you try looking for treasure. Only treasure you can see here is Gallon.
Oh, thanks, ma'am.
Looks at Frog.
Ribbit? The frog is not the key.
It blinks out of sync.
Okay, well.
It begins again.
How did that music note go? Ding! Ding!
Polo. Maybe the answer's in the other room covered in vines?
It could be. There could be another music note.
You want to help me out? You seem to have better eyes than me.
Pushes up glasses.
Sure.
Saunter. Saunter.
Do you three want to make your way over to the other side?
Yeah.
People
why
in the
not?
middle, you are doing your darndest to set everything together. Now that you guys have taken a while longer to do this this little slab, you guys are now also starting to notice the white and black squares that seem to be taking over some places where music notes should be.
Where is his blasted missing corner piece? Orthos is missing one.
Check the other pile.
The rocks over here. Don't forget those.
They are getting those.
Okay, good.
Gallon, you
Good
make
job.
your way over. You set the thing ablaze once again. It's not a hard roll, so I'm not going to make you redo it.
Hooray.
As you do, the vines seem to eat away at the area that they're in, and poof.
Oh.
Hey, I covered it better on this side. I mean, it's still not covered correctly, because it's supposed to start like right there, but I covered it better.
Good enough.
Yay.
Okay, this is another frog.
Fruits.
You guys make your way over toward this frog as you see what appears to be a little white square. It seems to have a different music note on it.
Mm.
I can't read music.
Well, I think we gotta for when the song is completed over there. I'm pretty sure that you would replace the white blanks on that with this note, just like with the black one.
You guys
Yeah.
also notice what appears to be some sunlight coming in. As you guys look off to this side, you see that this is where the other hole was. The one where you guys would have came in from before. As you guys look back over toward that, you also see that the floors of this place look a lot more solid than the ones that were in the other place. There's not nearly as much moss growing around the area.
Well, it's a new room. I guess it's time for some treasure sense.
There doesn't appear to be anything around that would show to be any sort of treasure. Like there's no chests or anything like that. However, looking around the room, Polo, since you're looking down in that hall, you do see that this hall, again, unlike the one opposite of it, seems to be in a lot better repair than the one opposite of it. You see what appears to be more writing all along the walls, as well as what appears to be depictions of frogs being gifted to larger frogs.
Oh,
Excuse me.
there's encryptions here. The Legend of Frogs. That's why it would be written here, right? Maybe it's some kind of legend or important story involving frogs?
Nico,
Probably.
Please don't tell me in all my bullshit knowledge I know any stories about fucking frogs.
You know they're pretty good in potions.
Alright, good.
Do I know any bullshit stories about frogs in my travels?
You're pretty sure that witches use them in potions.
Ah, shit.
I don't think I can understand any of this writing. Thankfully, there are some glyphs that look like frogs being given to bigger frogs. Maybe we have to put these little frogs on the podium of the big frogs.
Gallon, looking at the writing, it seems somewhat familiar to you, but you can't read it. You know that you've never read any. Getting those chibs as well. Are we back up yet?
I don't think so. Oh, well. I'm
Just
looking
came
for
back
it.
here. We
We back? Alright, good. I'm just collecting some din arts since freaking I wanna fucking die like we usually do all the time. Let's go ahead and put them down. We got 3 of them since I've been doing some stuff. Just throw them down. Just chuck them down. Just chuck them.
I can't not lose my fucking mind at the skeleton comedian.
Oh yeah, fucking.
There's the black.
What is Gorthos' favorite snack?
Ribs! Or those his favorite snack is spare ribs.
And the two chibs. We're on 68.
Oh
Yes.
man, the forbidden number.
Gorthos won the poll because I did a little mini poll, and yeah, we're getting Gorthos. He won. He
Why are
won
you doing
by
the
a
poll?
landslide. Because you're too busy.
Why are you doing a poll?
Oh. Got it.
Ha!
Did Den ask you to do a poll? How dare you, Den?
She suggested it.
How dare Den? Taking
How dare you.
control.
I tell you take part in democracy here.
How dare you let them think there's a democracy? I'm kidding.
We have a democracy?
Like
Breg.
an olig- well, it's
Breg.
technically, there's like a small number of us that can vote, though.
I'm
It's
just
an
playing, Den.
oligarchy.
Thank you very much for the arts.
The democratic oligarchy, folks.
And we got Mark over here just going, oh!
Peace.
Oh, it's paper.
But yes,
I can't read.
But yes, Gallon, like I had said, you seem to think that the writing is familiar. It seems to be similar to the writing you had saw after you had touched the triangle before. But you can't read
yeah.
it.
These words are made of words.
These words are made of words or words.
These words are made of ancient words that look like shapes.
Ah,
Why is
yes,
that one a
words.
square? What does square mean in ancient?
Well, I can't.
Both you wait right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Gorthos, do you know how to read?
Yes.
Immediately just goes.
Gorthos
over
knows how to
here.
read. Gorthos does not understand where this piece fits.
Gorthos, go around the corner. I'll take care of this for you. Right over there. See if you can.
Tag
read all
in!
that.
But
puzzle.
Gorthos doesn't understand where this piece fits. God, I love that.
Gorthos, you make your way over toward where Polo and Marco are. As you do, you see what appears to be a long lost depiction of these ancient peoples.
Yeah.
You see what appears to be frogs.
There are many frogs.
And there is writing about the frogs, Gorthos. There's writing about the frogs, written in ancient Hylian.
This is like the last time Gorthos found a list of ancient Highland. It just turned out to be a shopping cart.
Well, it isn't a shopping list. However, looking at it, you can easily tell that this was not made by anyone who had a great education. It seems to be very simplistic Hylian, and it seems to be mostly depicting somebody who had basically tried literally everything to get through this place, and was basically just writing on this wall to be like, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. Until you got to a point where where it seems like the person seemed to have gotten through things after he had brought a bard in with him. Whenever he had brought a bard in, and after a couple of months of study, they were finally able to get through what appears to be a flattened wall. However, on the other side, they found nothing but pain. However, that is the extent of what is on this wall. It seems as if they wrote anything else, they wrote it further in. But looking at the depiction of pain, I would like you to roll me for your experience to see if you can gather anything else from that.
Okay. Oh no. What's happening? Why is it like? Don't do this to me now. Please don't do this to me.
You're good, my dude. Come on. I believe in you.
It's fine, just roll it to be fine. Listen to the seal inside your heart.
It's me. I'm the seal inside your heart.
So Satan is inside your heart.
That explains a lot. It's okay. That's the experience, yeah.
Yep.
Hey. All right. Woo. 19.
Looking at the depiction, you notice that whenever the person who wrote this depicted pain, it seemed to be in the sense of an emotional pain. And you also notice that that whenever the depictions change to the part about the pain, there is only one person there, meaning the bard is no longer there. Something happened in the next room that apparently made him lose the bard.
It seems to be the scribblings of desperation. Someone came here long ago before us, and had tried over and over, many times, to try and get through this place with nothing but failure. However, he points to the two pictures. See here?
Yeah.
This person found a bard and spent many months studying something within and managed to break through to the rest of the temple. Yet, all they found afterwards, when they passed these oddly flat walls, was pain, but not physical. You see how this word is spelled here? Emotional pain. And if you notice, two spaces down, the bard is only a single entity. The bard seems to have perished.
I didn't know the Kokiri were so well versed in ancient texts.
This is obviously from before the Kokiri.
This
is ancient Hylian.
But
This
as
not-
far as I know, Gorthos is a Kokiri who somehow knows a lot.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
He's just like, wow, for a Kokiri,
Right.
you sure know a lot of this shit.
You're still hearing Lady Gorthos. I forgot.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's behind this mask. Still.
Well, technically, it's a different mask now. It's a Keton mask.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's a thing of like,
Wow, you sure know a lot about ancient texts for a Kokiri. You must really like researching this stuff.
Gorthos has always known how to speak this language.
I didn't know Kokiri knew the ancient languages.
Kokiri? Yes, well, Gorthos is a unique case.
Oh. Okay.
Do not question it. Let's continue. I'm kidding.
So this said surprisingly flat wall?
This is a strangely flat wall.
On the other side there was a strangely flat wall. Follow
There's
me.
also one in this room.
that's the thing of like,
Oh wait, there's one right there.
That is unpleasant. That is disconcertingly flat.
Again, it almost looks like it's growing out from the other stones beneath it and to its sides and to the top. There are no seams whatsoever.
Huh.
It's like perfect stone. I tried singing one of the notes, but I also can't sing. And I tried rubbing the frog on it, but it didn't work.
Gorthos would probably have tried the same thing.
rub.
Gorthos, you can find nothing. As you touch these walls, you can only tell just through your knowledge of blacksmithing and things of that nature. There are no seams. This is a very strangely flat wall. You can tell that this is exactly what was being depicted.
There was no exaggeration. Perhaps it's a good thing we have Ronan.
It's a good thing we decided to put that thing together after all, or else we would have had to do it anyway. Get forward at all. I wonder how they broke it. Did they even?
Who knows what the Emerald Eye is capable of? We will need to get it. We will retrieve it from them.
Do you wish to make your way back?
Did you two find anything else in here?
I found these boots.
They're very snazzy.
I know.
They're made for walking.
That's just what they'll do.
Well, that are boots.
Let's try this.
You hand the frog toward the larger frog. The larger frog does not grab this frog. You put the frog inside the hand of the other frog. The frog looks confused and blinks out of sync.
Okay, maybe it's left-handed.
You put it in the left hand of the other frog. So, a lot of time has passed in the center.
That's the okay.
As you guys complete your putting together of this large stone, you guys see what appears to be the somewhat full version of the events here. Unfortunately, you weren't able to complete the Hylian that was on there. Like all the smaller pieces seem to have came from the top of this stone, so putting them back is near impossible. But the larger pieces at the bottom that seem to depict the song seems to be mostly intact. As you're looking at it, Ronan, you can definitely feel the want to play it, but you're still missing quite a lot of the song. There are a lot of different boxes, both white and black, that seem to be depicting the different types of symbols that are there, but you can't play them. You don't know what they are.
Hey, Diko.
Hey, what's up?
I saw both of the symbols, right?
You 100% did.
Can I just, like, gently singe them into the rock with fire?
Dude, roll me for that magic. That sounds cool.
Hell
It doesn't need to be a big roll.
Fire.
You're able to do it on the white versions, on the white squares. You are definitely singeing it inside. On the black squares, though, you're not sure if you can singe it in.
I can just singe it on like empty rock and be like, that one's for the black squares.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. You like put it like beside the black square, like it's this. Ronan, as Galen finishes the entire thing, just like before, whenever you were inside of the last temple, looking at this large slab, you just feel the overwhelming urge to want to play. This seems to be a rather long song, just like the last one. It would take around an hour to play. Do you guys want to rest up for that hour? Potentially get back some of your uses of your abilities?
Hey, Tiny Fairy, while we sit here, tell me how you did that lighting shit on fire moving thing.
You want to know about that? I'm kidding.
Song plays, goes into trance. Ah, shit.
I guess no one's hungry though, but I can't brew a potion here now.
Why have I been on mute?
Where is Oh, you were on mute?
I guess so.
Oh no. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said. I was like, boy, howdy, let's get started.
As soon as you look over to the fairy and ask him that, he seems to just turn back into his tiny version and fly away.
Oh.
Yeah, it just goes, oh.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to have been impressed by you yet.
Oh.
Oh, he's just over there. I thought he left.
Nope, he's just up here on this pillar.
Yeah, he went off my screen.
He just gave you like a raised eyebrow and then just rolled his eyes and turned into a tiny fairy and flew away.
Alright. I see how it is. Time to go listen to music.
Orthos is going to climb on this fucking thing and start trying to read whatever little Hylian is left. If there is any.
There is a little bit. As Ronan begins to play, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Or do you want to do the full length version? You pretty much feel like you'd need to in order to completely get this.
Yeah.
I will consider this a rest for everybody. With that being said, you guys can get back 1 HP, we'll say, because you're listening to Ronan, and we'll say that this is like part of a jam as well, like a jam session. So anybody, if you guys are missing any health, you can gain back 1 health. I don't think anybody is. But you know, other than that, I think that Ronan is.
I need to
Here
get
you
that
go,
feedback.
Ronan. I'll give you 1 heart back.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, if you guys have spent any uses of your abilities, you can get back 2 uses of something.
See, let's look at my abilities. Doesn't look like I have anything like that.
Orthos is immortal.
The only person who has anything like that currently is Jake.
And Ronan,
Right.
Oh, and Ronan, but Ronan hasn't used his.
It's like I never healed anyone.
Yes, Gortho.
As you go through it, Gorthos, you look over the thing as you find the name of the song.
Ooh.
As Ronan goes through it, Ronan, here's a new card, my boy. This is your fate card.
Oh,
That's jam session.
That's jam session, damn it! No! I changed you! I know I did! Damn it! I'll change it, hold on.
Boys. We did it. We done it.
I know I changed it!
Wow.
That's not fair!
It was jam session all along.
I know I changed it! That's
There
not
was
fair!
time now. There was time I changed it.
No, it's not! It's this!
Hey.
The menu at a forest. and I will throw this into the RP chat as well as the Zelda chat.
Yay! Lo-fi remix.
I couldn't find like a long version of it that wasn't this, and this is my favorite one. So
I think
Wow.
it's because minuet actually means it's a minute-long song.
Oh, does it?
well, there is a minute version. There is a minute version of this song if you look at the thing. But the full song requires 1 hour to perform. While performing, any who watch or listen to the song can be moved to the Temple of the Forest.
Actually,
Oh,
Dude.
minuet, it's also pronounced minuet, I think, because it's a French word. A slow, stately dance in triple meter, popular in the 17th and 18th centuries, a piece of music for such a dance or in its rhythm.
You
Music.
can move up to 6 people and anything they carry to the Temple of the Forest.
1, 2,
My
3,
God.
4, 5, 6. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, we can
Wow.
backtrack,
What
guys.
a coincidence.
Why would we ever want to
no.
come back here?
Oh,
It's
no, we
just a
can
way for you
backtrack.
guys to get back into the forest if you ever need to.
Why would we ever want to come back here?
Who knows?
Oh my god.
Even
Fuck
though-
this
But
forest and
for
everything
a
in it.
short excerpt of it, you can use this song to detect magical or spiritual energies that are new or altered in an area. This only detects anomalies in an area that have been there for less than 30 days. Basically, you can find new or changed magical stuff in an area.
Oh.
And in an ancient temple, that's pretty good to find out. Like, hey, what hasn't been here for years upon years? This? Neat.
Heck yeah.
There.
So,
As you begin playing the song, and around halfway through it, however, you guys hear the sounds of cracking stone. As Ronan is still basically deep in his playing, you guys look around as you notice that all of the strange walls that are off to the sides begin to crumble and fall.
Oh. Interesting.
And then by the end, Ronan, you have learned the song. Bing.
who needs months for bardic knowledge when we have a rodent?
Yeah, I still don't really get it, but it's really cool.
A gift from the goddesses. You should be happy to have it.
Magic is cool.
Oh,
Magic
Just
is
looking
cool.
at this the one time with all of the with the entire message put in there, Ronan, you feel like you can't really forget it. Who needs to study?
the
That-
gift from the goddess?
That was the minuet of the forest.
Oh.
Oh,
Fancy.
It does sound like a fancy title.
that was way longer than a minute.
A little bit. I think. Gorthos' especially would be slightly, but then again, we know Gorthos' sense of time is a little less than wanted.
Mm,
But
the walls look like they crumbled. Maybe we can move forward now.
oh,
True.
oh yeah,
Let's go.
let's do that.
But
Are we
which
going
one-
over there? There's one over here.
There are 3.
Oh,
3. It would be
Show me where
well,
everybody's going.
It might be unwise to split up.
hmm.
And we definitely shouldn't. We should pick a path and stick with it.
Maybe we should stick with the path that was there the whole time.
And points to the center one.
So we are clear. Gorthos would have explained in the hour about the depictions on the walls he had read. Just so we know there's terrible pain in front of us.
Oh yes, terrible pain in front of us.
Emotional.
It's a terrible emotional pain. How bad could that be?
Pretty bad.
Some wounds can't heal, little one.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Gallon.
Know that.
You mentioned the vision thing, right? The how the interior of the room looked. Like how it had no entrances or whatever you said.
Yes.
What are the odds that we've just opened entrances to it with that song? Because those were pretty weird stones that we saw blocking the path. And on the other side, it couldn't it might not have actually looked like a wall. I mean, it would have looked like a wall from the other side if that's how that magic stuff works.
DM Sama.
The walls that you just
How well
saw
did I
looked
see the
very
place?
much like they were out of place. You didn't see anything like that in the vision.
Nope.
Hmm. All right.
This
It's
one's
a
right
choice
here.
of 3. My gut's telling me to go left.
I think straight ahead.
Hmm.
Move
I
yourselves
mean, we
where
can
you're,
just
move
kind of like
yourselves
check
where
it
you're
out.
gonna go.
Now
This
there's
is
now there's
serious.
two. Now there's 2 sheeps. What is happening?
Where are these sheep at?
Mark, stop.
Are you all like?
Oh no! Oh no! The awkward falling on over here.
Oh god!
Oh no!
Jasna tripped over a rock and Marco caught her in his arms.
You okay?
Cancel then kill her
okay.
with a boomerang.
All right.
I like how you just said over a rock and it wasn't literally just falling out of the sky. And like 5 seconds.
One of those sky rocks. They're very dangerous.
Yes.
They're light upon a
Yeah,
planet.
sky rocks. Let's go.
You guys going down the middle?
Where we're going.
Oh, the hunter. We should let him know.
Oh yeah.
Where'd he go?
Yeah. There you go.
He would have been following you guys. He is not being that close to you at all. No.
I don't. It's not like I was waiting for you guys to find the pathway, Bakas.
Bugga.
Oh.
Do you guys want to all go down the middle?
Yeah.
Sure.
Get in there. Go
Oh
forward.
yeah, Mr. Hunter, do you got a name? It'd be kind of weird just calling you Hunter all the time.
He flips
Already
you
named
off in tiny sparkly fairy.
All right then.
I'm kidding.
I already named it. It's fine.
Hunter Jack.
Oh.
Watch it be like that all of
Dead end.
Oh.
Wow.
The emotional pain of
Damn
running
it.
into a
Get
dead
out of here.
end.
Get out of here. Haha, there we go.
Be gone, Blob.
Gone, Pod.
You guys step in. As you do, you guys look over to the left and right. You guys see that the 2 areas that were that were being blocked before seem to be some sort of a large like balcony of sorts looking down upon this area. Looking down, it seems to go down a rather large amount. The steps themselves seem to be rather large and steep, as if they were made for something much larger than anything humanoid. Looking down, it seems to go down a good 30 to 40 feet.
Woof.
There are also a lot more frog statues.
Wow.
Looking in here, you guys hear a commotion coming from the area in front of you. You guys hear a commotion coming from the area off very in front of you. However, there is a doorway there that seems to have a metal grate falling down over it.
What a commotion? Is it like fighting, screaming?
You hear what appears to be the scraping of metal. Potentially fighting. You're not sure. It's very muffled.
Maybe Prince?
Possibly.
We must find a way to raise the grate.
All right, let's get to looking. All right.
Ronan.
Oh, what's up?
No. You were moving down here. It's fine.
Okay, I thought you were going to stop me.
Ronan, as you start moving further in, you were the one that played the song. So, and you're moving off to the right area.
Little did you know, the right way was death. It's all horrible.
death. You see, it's only death.
Oops, all Grim Reapers.
It's all along.
You see what appears to be in this way. As soon as you step off in this direction, the area where the frog statues are begin to somewhat shake.
Oh.
But nothing else seems to happen.
Okay.
It's another puzzle room where the floor falls out. Hmm.
No, these are like just a bunch of rocks that are been thrown around and destroyed.
I'm gonna go look at them froggos.
You're gonna get closer to it.
Yeah. They were
Ronan.
shimmy shammying. I gotta figure out what
You
that's
make
about.
your way over toward the area. As you do, I would like you to roll me for your roll me a
Roll me for your initiative.
roll me for your instincts. See if you can see something. See if you can notice something.
Nope.
You're not gonna. You're just gonna be like, ooh, look at all these rocks and frogs. And that's perfectly fine. You're doing good, my dude. You're doing fine.
What do you think, Magic Frog and his brothers?
As the rocks begin to shake once more with you getting over near them.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
Large plants seem to rise up from underneath the rocks. As they do, the one closest to you begins to snap at you. Before we roll initiative, I'm going to roll one attack against you, Ronan.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
I have all the frogs. Oh no.
Quick, stuff them in your bag and run.
As we get to there, that's a nat 20!
Oh my.
Oh my god.
As this thing snaps at you, it just seems to open its mouth and lash at you with its teeth. You're gonna take 2 damage. It didn't do a bite; it just did a basic attack. So you will take 2 damage from it, however, immediately.
Okay.
With that being said, you guys all notice these large Deku Babas coming up from the area. I would like for everybody to roll me for their finesses for their initiatives, please.
There we go.
Ooh.
And be sure to put them on your tokens.
Unnat
Okey-dokey.
20.
Oh, cool. 14.
I keep misreading your thing, Fomo, as being -8. I'm like, does that mean you never go? Or
15 plus 2 finesse is 17, which I think I had last time, so I don't have to change my number.
Yep, just everybody
got one.
get their numbers on their things.
Yep.
And also, 2 of you have frogs,
Oh no.
Make some
otherwise
quick-
known as other targets for attacks.
Why would you ever?
Otherwise known as meat.
Yeah, why would they actually?
Oh, you see, Deku Babas love frog flesh, you see.
That's why we're there in this frog dungeon, you see.
Weird. I'm also in the mood for some salad.
And some weird plant tongue.
I'm feeling like vegan tonight.
Okay, so somebody had said they got an unnat 20.
Me. It was the
Marco,
boy.
you're going first.
All right. So, it's a very long way away. So, DM Sama,
Uh-huh.
how far down is it from dropping?
You're at the
Off
top
the
of the
side.
stairs. It's around 30 to 40 feet.
Damn.
That sounds like broken knees.
That sounds like a
That
not
sounds
gonna
like
do that.
ruptured kneecaps.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4 for movement. 1 AP for 3 more. So, can I do this?
We'll say you can do that.
Can I do
We'll say you can do that. I'll give it to you.
1, 2, and 3?
Look at them all.
I don't. Well, you see, I have these things called not rock, Rito feathers. So I'm gonna. From here, I am going to.
You do
throw...
know that your dagger does more damage to them.
My dagger do more damage to them,
Because
but
it does the
get it back.
slashy damage.
It does do the slashy damage. Oh, they were for 6 days. Cool. We still got uses for them. Okay. I guess I'll have to use 1 more to get closer. Bleh.
Gonna go in the middle of all of them?
Bleh. Bleh. And would I be considered flanking here, or do I have to be on the other side of it?
I would say you're considered flanking.
Cool. I'm gonna. Let's see here. Let me get a use of my flanking strike here with my last AP. Let's see here. All right. I roll my finesse against theirs, and if I succeed, my crit range goes up.
Yep, you better. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to beat their finesse. I'll tell you that.
Oh man, it's gonna be really hard. I guess I better do this. Oh no.
That is
Let's see
up
what
to you.
happens. That's a +1. Oh man, whatever will happen to these low tier mobs? Oh no. That's a 21.
All right,
Our
let's see.
lowest tier 2 games ago.
Let's see if you can. Let's see if you
Yeah,
can beat
like-
theirs. They also got an 18, which means they got a 16
Oh.
because
so
they're
like
plants, you see, and they're rooted into where they are.
this count as using an AP, or is this a free thing I do?
What, the flanking strike? No, that's just when you're attacking.
Awesome. My crit range is up. Cool.
Go ahead and go for an attack.
Anyway, let's do this.
You know that they take an extra damage from slashing weapons. So if you hit with flanking strike because you got a +1 to your attacks, then you'll do 3 damage.
Cool. So that's 2 to my finesse. Let's do this.
So
Well
20.
then. So anyway, that's a lot of damage right there.
So you're gonna hit them for 3, and then you're gonna double that 3, and you're gonna hit them for 6. And he doesn't like that kind of thing. As you rush forward with your, I think this is your last AP, right? Because you had to use 2 to move.
Yeah.
You slice at this guy, and you almost just sever him from his fucking stalk.
That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good hit.
That was a pretty
DM-sama.
heckin' good hit.
Do you think that hit could have potentially cut off one of its very tough leaves that we were aware of that are really good leaves?
No.
No? Okay.
Because those leaves are at the top of the deku, and you're attacking the stalk.
I am attacking the stalk. Fuck the stalk. Gets cut.
You can try to harvest those leaves later, though.
Hell yeah.
It is very hard to get those leaves, though, from what you remember.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I believe the next person was a 17. Gorthos, what was yours? 9?
Polo 17.
Yeah, Polo, go ahead.
Hold on. One sec. One sec.
Look at these.
Tristan
Look at
was
these boys.
Tristan was
Polo.
talking to me about pizza.
Look at these boyos, Polo. Look at them.
Look at them boyos. You're gonna have to mercilessly murder them now.
Okay. I'm I'm close to them, and I'm a long range fighter.
You know that they are weak to slashing weapons, however.
I don't have those unless I want to stab them with my arrows.
Which would be piercing.
Which, yeah, exactly. So I can't do that. Unless, well, I can't bap them with the bow either. That's not freaking.
I mean, they're not invulnerable to everything.
No, they're not invulnerable to everything else. They just do more. Slashing damage does more to them.
Yeah. I guess considering that she's low on arrows and these are stationary targets, so there wouldn't be a need to really hit them with that. It'd just be bapping them with the bow, unless I can bap them with my frying pan.
I will say that if you go to bap them with anything other than your arrows, because your arrows are what you're proficient with, you will need a large hit to do damage. Is that fine?
One sec.
We'll say something like from 15 to 20.
Yeah, it's that thing of like she would bap them. She would try to bap them.
Hold on. Their AC is
1 second.
I'll say you have to beat their AC by 2 to do damage. Because you're not proficient in frying pan.
Yeah. Can I actually hit them with the frying pan?
If you want to try.
She'll try.
You have to move toward them though.
It's a hard, solid thing. She'd hope it would fucking work.
You need to train in the ways of frying.
You have 4 squares to move.
1, 2, 3.
You want to go in the
4.
middle of all of them. I just asked Marco this before.
Dual wield.
Does our 3 health sheep seal want to go in the middle of three Deku?
We'll go for it. We'll go for this one. We'll
I
only
will
move
say
3.
from there they can all still hit you.
God. Okay, hold on. Where was I?
Do you know that image of that girl sitting on the sofa?
You were right there.
I was right here.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one.
Okay. From there you can only be hit by 2 of them, so that's good.
Yeah.
Go for that frying pan. You have to beat their AC by 2 to do damage. So you have to get at least a 16. I shouldn't have said
Okay.
that out loud because now you guys know their AC. Go for it.
We've
All
fought
right.
them before.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
put.
These are slightly different though.
I'm gonna put 2 aspiration. Well, that dice was flying. 9 plus these.
10, 11, 12, 13, plus your physique, because this is a frying pan. So that is a
Yeah.
15. You hit them, but you don't seem to do damage. That is 1 AP.
Fine.
You have 2 more attacks you can do with your frying pan.
Do it again.
You can do it.
Commitment.
I'm turning my frying pan into a dying
Frying
pan.
pan.
Dying.
Damn it! I was gonna make the joke.
That's a hit.
15,
You
and
deal
then
1
2.
damage. Bang. You have 1 more. You have 1 more attack.
Bong.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
man.
Not
And
one.
that's a miss. You're like I don't want to use my arrows. I only have so many of them. Ha! As you rush in with your frying pan, you feel the weight of your frying pan. This isn't something you can't do. You're a cook. You're like, no. I feel like if you work at it hard enough, you could potentially turn this into a viable weapon. As you bang at it once, twice, 3 times, and it seems to actually hurt him once. That's pretty good. The last time though, you just kind of trip.
Is that like it's like she swings up too quickly and like goes like ah!
Yeah, well, that's a 7.
As we go to, I believe the next one is. Yes, the next one is Jasna.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on my bullshit. Alright. So let's get walking. Because I cannot hit anything from here, or
Yes,
I'll
you need to be-
accidentally hit Ronan.
You need to be within 6 squares.
So let's count. It's 5, right?
You can move 4.
4. There you go. 1, 2,
Nope.
3, 4. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You can
6.
hit this one. Yes, you can hit the one that Polo is fighting.
All right, let's get jamming, boys. Where the fuck is this dice? There you are.
Roll for that diligence.
Wait. Oh,
Oh my god.
That is a really good hit. You don't have to roll to catch that one.
oh, fucking finally.
As you throw it, you're gonna deal 2 damage. Actually, no, this is gonna be 2 damage. You deal 2 damage to the thing as you bonk it right as it goes to open its mouth and grab Polo. As you bonk it, the boomerang returns straight to you. Go for another attack.
We need to get you like a Sokka style boomerang with like bladed edges.
Hands up, Polly, you dirty animal.
Yeah, right now your boomerang is doing blunt damage.
I'm actually doing damage.
That is a hit. Roll me for your finesse to catch.
That's
9, 10.
10.
I'll say it's not like out of your range, and this is a very large room, so it returns to you. It was very easy. This room seems very easy. You have an elevated area a little bit. You're fine.
All right.
Go for your third attack.
Oh yeah,
one-
right.
yeah,
Because I
one more
didn't use
attack.
AP. Right. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo.
That's a hit.
60. All right.
Roll finesse.
Let me roll it. That's not happening.
Unfortunately, as you throw it your third time, it seems to bounce off of the boy and land We'll say it was a 2, so it has to be within so many of you. That is 6. So we'll say it lands here. Lands right behind Polo.
I did what I could.
You did some good damage.
Yeah.
You did what, 4? And that's pretty good. Bong, bong, bong. As we go to everybody else is 10 and below, we go to the Deku Babas.
It's time to die, boys.
First Deku Baba. You know what is the weird thing is they were going to go straight for Ronin because Ronin is the one that played the music. But
However,
you did a shit ton of damage to him, Marco.
However, I criticaled this boy after dancing on my feet, being much more finesse than
He's
him.
gonna try to bite you.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
As
Do it.
he is doing this, he has to beat your... That is a 19!
Ah!
He bites you. You take the 1 damage, don't worry, it's nothing extra yet.
Mm-hmm.
But
I consider my temp. Oh no.
he is now going to try to engulf you. He is going to
Well-
try to fit the all of you inside of the him.
Well, I'd love to see him try.
Why do we always come back to Boar?
Yeah.
It is a giant fucking mouthed plant. Leave me alone. I would like you to please roll me for your physique.
Ah yes, physique, my physique. It's not a negative.
It's not a negative. That's
That's
actually
not
really good. They can only get you if they 20 now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically they have a plus, but you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
They nat 1. As it tries to take you up into its mouth, the cut that you had did to its stem seems to somewhat rip a little bit more as he screeches out and drops you.
Ah.
That is all 3 of his AP because he tried to engulf you.
Sucks to suck, bitch.
You're still within range of another one. However, this one wasn't hurt by you. It was instead, it is instead going to stick to the plan, which is attack Ronan.
Stick to the plan, boys.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Consume.
1 attack on the Ronin. That is a hit. You're larger than Marco. It's not going to try to engulf you.
Oh, that never stopped him before.
It's going to try to to grapple you though with it. So roll me for your physique. You don't have to beat much. You might have had to get better than 2.
That's a 5.
Unfortunately, it does seem to bite down onto you. As it does, you are grappled by this thing. Any other attacks on you are going to be made with advantage.
Oh. Okay.
But that is all 3 of its AP because it tried to grapple at you. Then it's this one's turn. It looks down at Polo. It is going to use 1 AP to move 1 square.
Oh.
Because it cannot move. It cannot move normally. It had to get in range of Ronin. You see, as it's going to go for 2 attacks on Ronin, both of them with advantage.
Advantage.
Yep, because Ronin is grappled.
Oh, right.
First attack. That is a nat 20.
My boy.
Ronin, you took one damage from the thing. I think you already put it down. So take 2 more damage. It's gonna go for 1 final attack. If it crits again, that's gonna be all your health.
It's true. And all my frogs.
Luckily, they're not trying to go after your frogs. It does not crit, but it does hit.
Okay.
You go down to 1 health. Guys, Ronin is not looking great.
What's
boy.
that?
These things seem to have an agenda for bards for some reason.
Never.
This was the
Really
emotional
annoying beeping in my head.
They are going out of their way to go for Ronin, you guys can tell. They did not go after Polo, and the only reason this one didn't go after Ronin is because he was basically nearly killed in 1 hit. With that being said, we go to Gallon. Ronan and Gallon, who has the highest finesse?
They both have 10.
Well, yes, but
I have
what's the
0 on my
actual
stat.
finesse? There
So
you go.
just Ronan have
Ronan's
anything in-
turn.
Yeah, I have a 1. All right.
Ronan, there are bad things happening.
It's true. There really are, aren't there?
It's a good thing I go right after you.
Get away from them! I want to kill Bart!
If nah.
Run!
I'm gonna punch.
You gonna go for a punch?
Punch.
Roll for that punch.
I'm gonna put 2 in.
Looking at the one you can punch, the only one you can reach is the one that's fighting Marco, unless you move.
Well, I'm gonna punch the one that's grappling me.
Oh, okay. You can hit that one. Yeah.
So let's roll these and see what happens.
It's gonna be a +2.
Yeah.
You have a +5. You know their AC is 14. That's a hit!
Heck yeah.
You give him a punch.
And now I'm
You gonna do a slash?
Yeah, I might as well.
Go for a slash attack.
All right. So all these things that I was given so generously are going to be gone in the next 5 minutes.
You're using them for what they're used for, man. You're fighting.
It's true.
Ooh, that's gonna be a +4.
Yeah.
With your slashy boys. That's a hit! Roll that D4. You'll take more damage too, because this is your slashing attack. Oh! That's an extra damage for it being slashing. That's 5 damage.
Oh.
He's taken 6 damage, just like the other one. You have 1 AP remaining.
Now you could attack again. However,
don't tell him what to do. He can do his own things. He has his cards.
He's a big boy fish. He can make his own big boy plays.
Can only use one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use battle continuation.
All right, you're gonna gain back 1d4 of your HP and ignore any problems with your HP being tiny. Which right now there's no big problems from that. So roll me a d4.
Wait, what's up with that?
It says here on there that you ignore the wounds and you ignore your whenever your HP is down low. Some things will be problems when your HP is down low, but with this you can ignore it. But there's nothing like that right now.
All right.
Don't worry, there's nothing like that right now. You're fine.
Right now.
You're gonna gain 3 HP back.
Okay, cool.
You at the end of the combat, you will suffer 1 point of exhaustion though.
That is acceptable losses.
However, if you use your battle continuation again, you're not going to get 2 levels of exhaustion. You're just going to get to 1.
Yeah.
That's all 3 of your AP.
That is true.
As Ronan seems to shrug off the attacks, he's still grappled, but he is beating the shit out of the thing that's grappling him. With that being said, Gallon. What you up to, my boy?
God damn it, I was on mute. I was saying heal the bard.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh shit, 4.
Oh snap!
Oh shit! Is it a full heal?
That's 4. That's 4 healed. Yep.
Full heal.
Bring it back up.
Holy crap! Thank you.
And in 0.2 seconds, their hard work just was completely negated.
Ronan and Gallon are a good combo.
Yeah, it's almost like they should have picked their target smarter. But it's a good thing they're plants, and therefore have no actual sentience.
You do know that the last Deku Babas you had fought, they did show a weakness to fire, so they'll take an extra damage from fire.
Wait, they didn't take extra damage from fire last time?
Did they not?
I don't think so.
Well, I
Because
have written down that these do.
Fantastic.
These are apparently different than the ones you fought outside.
Because those are the flames, were they immune to fire?
You described it as because they were like lush vegetation, they weren't as flammable.
That's also the fact that those were made by a fate card, so I didn't have their actual sheet up whenever I was doing them last time. So the last ones could have. They were different. They're different. All right. They're two different kinds. These are older, so they're more flammable.
Also, which one's more beat up?
The one that's biting Ronan, and the one that's beside Marco are both the ones that have taken damage. Well, have taken significant damage.
I'll step over here. And now it's time to pew the one grappling our good Ronan.
Okay, that's the one back here, but its head's at Ronan, so roll me for that magic.
Gotta save Ronan. Let's put in some inspiration. Extra 2 points.
Plus 2. 9,
Plus
10, 11,
14.
12, 13, 14 hits! That is exactly as many as you needed!
Fucking burn!
Behold!
Do you want to burn him? If this burn hits, we'll see what happens. They have to roll the resilience DC 15. They are Dekubabas. They have a 2 in their resilience. So they have to roll a 13 on the roll to avoid being burned. They got a 7! As you hit the one that's grappling Ronan, it seems to screech out. It lets Ronan go and is bleh.
Yeah. Alright, now for the one that tried to hit Polo, because how dare it.
I will say the one at Marco is also pretty low. They took the exact same amount of damage, both of them did.
Has the one on Polo taken any damage?
It has taken 1.
I hit it with a pan.
Wait, what do you mean it's taken 1?
Oh, no. That is true. It's taken 5.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll go for Polo
This one's
one.
taken 6. This one's taken 5.
3. That one hits.
Okay.
Fucking burn.
And
You make that
remind me with the burn real quick, because the other one didn't matter.
DC 15, they'll take the damage again.
Take the damage again. So that's going to be another 3 if that hits. Because they're weak to it, and you're using your wand.
Yeah.
So, they have to get a 13. That is a 14. Unfortunately, he is not burned.
Damn.
It has taken 8 damage now, though, altogether.
That's my turn.
We go to Gorthos.
Yeah.
Gorthos, your friends are fighting over there. Way over there.
Way over there.
Way over there.
Vroop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're all in range. My slingshot.
You gonna try to slingshot at them?
Yeah, they can't. What are they gonna do about it?
The one that's over beside Polo has taken 8 damage. The one that's over beside Marco has taken 6. Which one are you going for?
8.
Go for a diligence. I'm guessing you're shooting your Deku nuts.
Yep.
They don't have eyes, so.
Oh, it's not about the eyes. It's about the statement.
Just letting you know.
7 plus, that's 10.
That's a miss.
8 and.
That's a miss.
Extra 1. So that's a plus 4 to whatever this is.
Hey!
I hate my life.
That's a hit. You deal 1 damage.
Pew.
As you pew that one, it looks like it's going down for Ronan again, and you just knock it in the noggin once. Ah.
I'm hitting Deku Babas with Deku nuts.
We go back to Marco.
So, I started slicing them up. Alright, let's do this shit. First roll. 13 plus 3, so 16.
That's a hit.
Alright, I believe that's 2 damage because it's weak to my damage type.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Since it didn't die from that one, again. Oh no.
It's a miss.
Well, Third time's the charm. 13.
That's a miss.
Damn.
As you hit it, you deal 2 damage to it. It is now also taken 8 damage. This one's taken 8. This one's taken 9.
All right, Ronan, finish it up.
It's Polo's turn, actually.
Which one am I finishing off?
There's one in front of you that has taken 9 damage.
I'm gonna bap it with my pan.
Remember, you have to hit a 16 to do damage with the pan. Go for it.
Yeah, I do.
Go, go, go. Mush that fucking Baba.
It's just like.
1, 2. That is exactly a 16 with your physique.
Amazing.
You deal 1 damage. As you do, you bring your pan, you knock it upwards, and it just seems to, like, you knock it from, like, the bottom of its, like, chin mouth. It slams upwards, it gets all dizzy, and it falls over.
I will now forage it for its monster parts.
Do you want to fight the last one over here?
I will do that first.
It has taken 8 damage. If you hit it twice with 16s, you can take it down. Or if you crit.
That's that war bat. He's
Yeah.
like,
okay, this is a viable option.
Do it.
nat 20.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Fucking murdered by a sheep with a
You
pan.
bring the pan forward. You step onto the bulb of this baba. As you jump up, you bring down the frying pan on top of its baba head. Right as it goes for Ronan and Marco. As you slam down onto it, a throbbing sensation goes through its veins. Its little, like, leafy teeth break, and it collapses.
He's like, dun, dun,
I
dun,
have the perfect sound effect I linked in there RPG.
Oh my god.
Bonk, bonk.
As we've done
Just
it.
put it on loop, you'll be fine.
Good.
All right, good job.
Really saved my tuna.
Saved your tuna.
You did very good down there.
Let's see if I can forage their leaves.
So
Before that, we also got number 69.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
time
wow.
for number 69, my boys. I've also been informed by looking at the chat. There'll be another one of these polls at 169.
Amazing.
Which, by the way, that means there might be a 169.
Honestly, that might just be in like 3 sessions.
With that
Like-
being said,
mean,
look
if it
at
took
that
this long to get
lewd Gorthos.
Oh my god, that's TOS, TOS.
Just like
here's the thing.
timeline, that guy at the bridge actually seduced Gorthos. Gorthos was like, "All right, so you get to see," and then he just started
All right.
screaming uncontrollably.
that's
Here's,
rude.
here's the question though. If there's another poll at 169, is Gorthos also in the running in that poll?
I would say that we should probably move Gorthos out of that poll.
Yeah.
Because we already have the lewdest Gorthos art. Unless Gorthos has a new body by then.
Which we might actually have.
If
Whichever
Gorthos
comes
if
first.
Gorthos has a new body by then, I say he should still be in the running.
Yeah, that's fair.
So what you're saying is these are just gonna be Gorphus all the way down every single time. Like that's basically what you're saying.
It's also good for me if it's Gorthos, because it's not actually TOS if it's Gorthos.
See, it was all a plan. Wait, are you saying Ronan isn't TOS?
Truth was,
How
it was
dare.
weak at the start.
Ronan is
Ronan is
Well,
making-
Ronan is also the one that I hope it is.
Nobody wants to see not safe for work Ronan, apparently. 'cause
I would
no,
love
yeah.
to see not safe for work Ronan.
I want it so bad.
But look at that! Look at that Goyle! Look at that Gorthos Goyle!
So lewd.
So
that
lewd.
girl thought.
That Gorthos.
Girl
It begins. Dear God.
Just watch every skeleton I find is gonna be a female of every different
You
species.
guys all gather back around, looking around at the things. Polo, you go and try to mess with some of these things. I think Marco was wanting to as well.
I figured like a dagger is more precise than like trying to pick it off with your fingers. So yeah.
I'm just gonna pick my fucking
Well,
boomerang.
first off, you have to find the intact leaves before you saw them off.
Each of
True.
them have a chance of dropping the baba leaves. It is very, very hard to harvest baba leaves. So I would like for the both of you on one of them each. We'll save the third one for later. If you're going for baba leaves, that means you are not going for Deku sticks or Deku nuts. Is that fine?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. I would like the both of you to roll me for your diligence.
I will put a Baspiration,
So,
and I don't think I'm gonna get a third nat 20, but man, it'd be cool.
so I'm putting in 4 inspiration.
I'm not getting one.
So anyway, let's see here. That's
1, 2,
1,
3, 4, 5, 6.
all right, and then
Release.
I kind of want one because it seems like a lot of fun. You know what?
You know what
I'm
the
gonna
baba
do
leaves
a
do.
goddess point.
You know what the baba leaves do, and you guys already have a lot of them. I will say
Mm-hmm.
they
All right,
basically
let's
are used for adding armor stuff to potions.
Ooh, that's
A
pretty
lot of
good.
As you go up to this one, you are able to carefully cut around the Deku Baba, and you are able to collect a Baba leaf.
I did it.
Unfortunately, Polo, you were not able to collect one yourself.
She just tried to pull one off and ripped it.
Do you guys want to go for the regular item thing that could happen from the last one, or do you guys want to try one more Baba leaf?
No, I think we're good with one Baba leaf. Let's not try our chances.
I just update the bubble box.
Yep, just
Baba
put
box.
one more in the Baba box.
The Baba
Alright,
box.
we have-
You guys have one. You guys have
Baba
one more slot in the Baba box.
Baba box. Baba
Baba box.
I
question.
say regular loot. Would be
Regular
great.
loot.
How many Deku nuts does one get from one Deku Baba?
We're about to find out, aren't we? All right, let's go ahead and roll.
Do you want to roll it, Squiggy, or
I'm rolling it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Rolling on the monster. Oh God,
What happened?
that is a nat 20.
Ooh.
You guys
Good
already
job.
got a Baba leaf, so I won't give you the amount of Baba leaves you can get from this because you don't have anywhere to put them. But I will give you one extra Baba leaf, and I will give you 3 Deku seeds.
The bubble box is bubble full.
Baba Booey.
Or Deku nuts, you know what I mean.
Yes.
Bing.
Baba booey, baba booey.
To answer your question, the maximum amount of Deku nuts you can get from any Deku Baba is 7.
Oh, that's a lot.
But that's only if you are specifically harvesting Deku nuts.
Yes.
As you guys carve up these guys, trying to get as many parts as you can, you guys are able to get 2 Baba leaves and 3 Deku nuts from them. Pretty good haul.
I'm almost at max ammo again, so I'm pretty restocked for combat. Yay.
As you guys have completed that little section, you guys notice that they appear to be in between these 2 statues of frogs that have their hands outstretched.
All right, what's going on over here with these frogs?
Just move
What
these
is this?
Babas away because you guys have harvested them.
Are the
You
statues
guys
very-
also notice, by the way, that these Deku Babas, crap, I grabbed things from under there. That these Deku Babas, their vines seem to go deep underground. They whenever you guys look underneath the rubble, you see that the 3 Deku Babas seem to have originated from the same vine.
Oh.
So it's a bigger one.
Mm.
Oh.
How tall are these frog statues?
They're they're very large frog boys, just like the one in the other room. They're around as big as Ronan.
Are you gonna be okay? You're really hurt.
Oh, me? I'm just a little tired. Other than that, I'm
Yeah,
feeling pretty good.
he got healed during the fight.
Oh, he got healed. Okay, well, I went to
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah. However, you are suffering 1 level of exhaustion, Ronan.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Looking over at the exhaustion table, that does mean that you will have disadvantage on non-combative checks.
How,
And to the frog statue.
how long is a short rest?
You could do a short one in about 30 or so minutes, but that doesn't replenish exhaustion.
A potion does,
A
and I
potion
have that.
does. If you guys would like to have a little bit of a short rest.
If that's, I mean, if you guys don't, I mean, we're kind of pressed for time, so if you don't think that's a good idea, then we don't do it.
Now we need our bard boy up because there was a song. The song is probably could become very useful in this dungeon, so we may as well let you rest.
I do believe that.
Do you want to sit back and rest for a little bit and drink that potion?
Sorry.
Sure.
It's okay.
You go and sit by the wall and you drink down the potion. You're gonna be sitting down for a good 30 minutes. You can still talk, and you can still like partake in their chats, but they'll be doing other things, I'm guessing. Unless you guys want to rest. If you guys want to rest, you guys can get back some HP if you want.
It seems like the monsters are gonna target bards like it said in the text.
Emotional pain. Yeah. They
That
did
was a
seem
lot of
to.
That was a lot of physical pain, though. That's not emotional pain.
There must be a reason why they're targeting bards.
Whenever you think back to it, Gorthos, the emotional pain might have been the fact that he had spent months with that bard, and that bard is now gone. Also,
Good
you
point.
made a big line.
Ow,
It's
what?
into the ether.
There, it's gone now.
How the whatever. Point that out. It might have been emotional pain due to the fact the bard and the spelunker, I suppose, Gortho supposes, spent many months in this accursed place, and then the bard died.
Oh,
They could- so the physical pain and emotional pain could be interlinked.
Or rather, the bard was the one physically hurt.
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And then we get the emotional pain?
No, assuming that Ronan here will die, which will not happen.
Marco, what are you doing?
I'm holding the hands of the frog statue because he has his hands outstretched.
Well,
and I'm trying to-
again, this statue is around the size of Ronan, so you try to reach up to hold the hand of the frog statue. You feel something wet in your hand.
Oh. Ugh.
You bring
Why
your
is it
hand
wet?
back. You bring your hand back. Do you grab anything from it?
Yeah. I think I grab. If there's something wet up there, he's gonna try and grab whatever's up there gently.
You try to grab whatever's up there. As you do, you pull back what appears to be a small piece of fiber, some sort of a piece of plant life. But you also seem to have water and muck on your hands.
Yuck.
Looking at the piece of plant life you brought down, it seems to be a very just like some sort of a leaf of sorts.
A leaf? When I look at the statue and like the area around it, it seemed like, I don't know, is it like more like a fountainy looking place?
It does not seem to be a fountain.
Weird. That's very weird.
Looking at it, it seems to just have some very moist hands. Do you want to try to like get up to see it a little bit better? Again, Ronan is resting now, so he can't see it, but
Yeah.
you can potentially climb up.
I would like to climb up with my climbing boots, please.
You like get behind. You're like using your boots up against the wall and like getting yourself upwards. Roll me for your physique, but roll me with advantage because your boots.
Heck yeah. Let me just move these out of the way real quick. Alright, let's roll this shit with advantage. Well,
You're
I don't
fine.
need to have advantage when you're not 20.
You climb up to the top. As you look down into the hands of the frog statue, they seem to be cupping water and some dirt in their hands. And on the opposite hand that you were looking at, it seemed to have another leaf on it. Looking at it from this angle, they seem to be circular leaves.
So, like lily pads?
Who knows?
Hey, Polo, I think you were onto something with the frogs earlier. When they're in this room. Yeah, the hands are wet. They have like lily pad, like circular leaves on them. They're wet. It might be.
What you doing, Polo?
She put a frog on this one.
Did you put it in one of the hands?
If it didn't do anything here, she would put one in the hands.
You put one in its right hand. As you do, the left hand seems to tilt to its side. You see what appears to be water coming from the hand, as if the water itself was coming up from the statue. As it dumps everything from its other hand out, it seems to cup one hand over the frog.
Oh.
However, you can still see the frog inside. It's just kind of sitting there.
Oh, put a frog in one of its hands, Marco.
All right. I'm gonna borrow a frog. Is that okay, Ronan?
It's not gonna get hurt, is it?
No.
So far not.
Okay, cool.
I'll grab this one. And I put it in that hand.
Good, because the other hand you took the lily pad out of. You place it in this, it seems to dump whatever it had in its other hand out, and the statue moves and cups over the other frog. As that happens, you guys hear the sound of sliding metal coming from the area over here.
Oh. What's
Marco,
happening?
you go to look, you see some of the bars have shifted away. Around half of them.
Oh, okay, cool. Half the bars are gone after doing that, so there's the other side must have the same statues.
Well, can you stay there for a minute, Marco?
Yeah.
Takes off frog.
You go to try to take out the frog. The statue is holding on to the frog.
Oh, I can't.
Like I said, the other hand cupped over it.
Yeah, you're right.
So, does
It's that thing of she's just gonna be like, she's just gonna walk and she's gonna smile at Ronan, and then she's gonna go back to think,
We probably shouldn't tell him that the frogs are staying in there.
probably a good idea.
If there's
We should
statues
probably lie to him.
There's statues on the other side, probably. And if they're gonna do the same thing to the frog, maybe they'll be safe in there. They'll be safest in there anyway.
That is very true. They would be safe because this is dangerous.
Yeah. Ronan,
Yeah.
the frogs look like they're gonna be safe in there because it's kind of like froggy protectors. But they're also keys to the door. Can we borrow the other two frogs?
But magic frog.
Magic frog.
If we don't use both.
It's
we might
really
not be
weird
able-
that all of those Koroks were taking away all the frogs.
Does nothing else work? Is it only frogs?
Marco we didn't really use anything else, but that could explain why those Koroks were taking all the frogs away, because then we couldn't progress through the temple.
He holds up magic frog. What do you
Alright.
think, magic frog?
Well, Ronan, I do think that we've spent quite a lot of time together.
Wait,
And
what?
I feel as if this could be my duty to perform. I hope you understand. You get all that just from his eyes. He doesn't actually talk or do anything different than how he usually acts.
Imagine we fucking
I
soft lock
understand.
ourselves in the temple because the Koroks took all the fucking frogs.
There were ways you guys could go get frogs. You guys just had to go into the forest to get them if you didn't get any more.
Fucking get soft locked.
I understand, magic frog. I'll come back for you, don't worry.
I trust that you will.
Is he talking to the frog?
Little friend.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way over to this side.
So anyway, there were monsters over
We
there.
walked up in here like we ain't gonna run into shit.
So you guys make your way over to this side.
Uh-huh.
As you do, you look at the frog statues in front of you. You notice that the frog statue that is closest to Marco seems to have some battle damage on it, as if somebody had tried to destroy it.
Oh.
Looking at the actual statue itself, it seems like it was struck with some sort of a blade or some sort of something, as there's a large scratch down its front.
I
Other
guess
than
they-
that, these look just the same. Polo, you get up there and you put one of the frogs in as it seems to cup its hand over the frog. Magic frog is protect.
Magic frog is protect. But also, like, if they had they just closed, like we heard the gate closing on us before, right? We heard that metal coming down. It was probably the bars.
Who knows, man?
Because I don't see anywhere else that the frogs could really go, but there are also no like frog corpses over here, so it's not like they're being killed by the statue.
The depictions earlier in the other wall did say the frogs little frogs being given to big frogs.
That is very true. Where's the other frog at? Do I got it? I got him right
You
here.
have it.
Let's
You
keep the symmetry up by doing
You
this.
place this frog in the battle-scarred frog statue. As it seems to lift its hand up, you notice that a bit of the statue seems to be cracking as it's moving, as if the damage to it was rather intense. It cups over the frog. However, you notice that one of its legs seem to fall off of the statue. The statue itself seems to lean over slightly, but it seems to hold itself up with sheer will, protecting the frog. That's when this thing happens over here in the center. This is the leg.
Oh, and the leg is broken. Okay. Ugh. I don't know how many more times this door could be opened. Ugh.
You guys hear the sliding of metal.
But I mean, there's all this room over here.
There definitely is.
And there's all this room over this way too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
There's a podium over there.
It seems like at each end of these things there's some sort of altars.
Yeah, I want to see what the fuck this is.
Yeah, that's what these
Great.
are about. Yeah, y'all go check those.
Jasna, you're gonna check the one over here.
Yep.
Anybody going with Jasna?
Yeah, I'll go over with Jasna.
What you doing, Gorthos? Sit. This is where the friends sit, you see.
The friendship wall.
Orthos is in fact friend-shaped.
It's true. You are very friend-shaped.
The two of you make your way over toward the left one, as the other two go over toward the right one. As you guys look at them, they are definitely podiums, or some sort of altars. They are lifted up by around 10 feet, but they are easy enough to climb up onto.
Yeah. Go ahead, climb
Well,
up.
let's get climbing.
Boop, boop. I'm guessing Polo climbs up?
Yeah.
You do?
I wonder what they would have used something like this for.
Nice altars, bruh.
Nice altars. Treasure sense. Let's go. I always gotta check for them treasures, you know?
Go ahead and
Margaret's
roll
only
me. Go
thinking
ahead and
about
roll
one
me
thing,
for
and it's
your.
disgusting.
Go ahead and roll me for your diligence, buddy.
First roll is a 2, and second roll is a 5. Great.
You don't sense anything.
Damn. Sucks.
Nothing here? Maybe you have to go on it. Usually altars are used to sacrifice people.
You're right.
Do you want to get on it after hearing that?
Yes.
Neat. What about the other side? Are you guys coming up with the same idea?
I was gonna look at it first, like there's no designs on it. It's just flat.
Yeah, it just seems to be an altar of some sort. Yours is a little bit more mossy.
So do you want to go up on it, or should I?
Well, are you the hero? This kind of leans back.
No. I said I was amazing, not a hero.
Well, I'll do it then.
Alright, I'll help you up.
Come on.
I'm not a hero.
The two of you get onto the altars as nothing happens.
It's just an altar. Or a podium. It's very mossy.
I was kind of hoping, like, some kind of trap would happen. Or, like, maybe, like like a big blade would fall down, but no, there's nothing.
Looks
Hmm.
up. When he says big blade falls down, she just looks up.
You look up, Polo. As you do, you see what appears to be some sort of a hole in the ceiling above you.
It's not a blade, but there is a hole.
Oh, a hole?
It is rather high up. Remember, you guys are around 40 feet down from where the things are. From here, you guys are about 30 feet. However, the ceiling, if you remember from the other room, is around 60 feet up.
Mm. And the hole does not, in fact, bring sunlight into here.
Nope.
Hmm.
The roof of this place is a little bit smaller than the other place, but there is no sunlight coming in.
Here, damn, that's only 20 feet.
If one of you were a Rito, flying up there would be something.
However, I do have my feather, and I could do big jumps with my feather.
Oh yeah, you can do around 60-foot jumps vertically.
Well, it's a 30-foot. I mean, I got 20 feet of rope.
You can grapple, I guess.
I could jump 10 feet in the air.
Listen, how big is the hole? He can do like that arm and leg thing where you do the wall climbing bullshit if the space is small enough.
Oh, definitely, if he could get up to it.
Yeah. Get up to it.
But like from where he is right now, like there's no way he can move his legs to the sides of this altar, climbing up like that.
So this whole area around here is just a blank wall, blank altar, no runes, no like
There is
writing
one on the other
anywhere.
side. It's kind of like how this side is nice and clean, and the other side.
She's gonna point out like
One side that we saw was all mossy and dirty, and the other side was nice and clean. Maybe this is the nice and clean side, and the other side's dirty and mossy.
But why is that the case?
I don't know. Well, maybe we should check it out.
Okay.
Doop, boop, boop, doop, boop, boop. We didn't find anything, Jasna.
Over here, Jasmine's just like emulating Snow White. Fucking dead.
She's
Nothing
just like
seems
laying
to
down.
happen to
The
you
was
guys.
like, "Oh, I was just gonna get sacrificed. What's up with you?"
no, she just looks up again.
There's a hole.
There's a hole here too.
Oh.
I don't know what either of them does. Do you sense anything, Marco?
Let me see if I can sense some treasure again over here.
You've already done
Okay,
it and you failed, so nope.
Oh, there's a
Damn.
hole up there?
Yep.
It's dark?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pew pew fire.
You pew some fire up there. Again, you can go around. You can go around around 10 squares with your fire, which we're gonna say is around like 50 feet. However, it does continue onward. That's just like for fighting. You shoot some flames up there. It seems to light up the area very slightly. It seems like the hole seems to go up very slightly, but you see what appears to be something. You can't get a good look at it, but there is something in the hole. It didn't shine or anything, so it wasn't like a blade or something.
Oh. I have an idea. Now, Gallon's fire went up pretty high, so if he was up higher, he could reach higher, right?
Go on.
Maybe if we get Ronan on the podium and we get Gallon on top of Ronan, and then Gallon does that thing again, maybe he'll reach the way to the top.
This is where I'm just gonna sit back.
That's the thing. I'm like, she just like looks at everyone.
Or we could. It probably is a dumb idea.
Not a dumb idea. However, we have opened the way forward, and we also don't know how long the door will remain open.
That is true.
We could come back.
But you also
here
know that
later.
Ronan is sitting down for 30 minutes, so
Yeah, he's resting.
How long have we been into this?
I'll say a good 10 minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna try air blasting the hole.
You air blast
You
the
say that
hole.
often?
You did
It's just
it.
like, if there's a thing up there, can I knock it loose?
As you try to knock something up there loose, it seems rather solid.
Alright, I'm out of planes.
We could always just, move. We have to come back here for the frogs anyway, so I mean, we don't have to do that.
I don't
we
get it. What would a podium be used for, and why is there something up there? Maybe something could bring it down.
Maybe like a secret button or something.
Perhaps.
What are these thingies right here? These
Those
weird...
are
What are
pillars,
these?
just like in the front.
Oh, they're
room.
okay. Okay, they're just pillars. Okay.
Barker's gonna climb down. He's gonna, just put his hands against like the wall of this the wall of the podium thing or whatever this is.
I want to get down before any of these guys start smashing it down and it just falls on my face.
Yeah, it's
Thank
good.
you.
You do have a grappling hook.
It can't reach.
Oh, it can't reach. You already did that. Okay.
Only 20 feet.
30 foot and it's a hand thrown one. It's not like the hook shot.
Jump in the air and throw your grappling hook.
That was the idea I thought of, but DM Sama said no.
maybe climb on Ronan and climb on the.
Climb on Ronan, then jump, then use grappling hook.
So
you really want someone to get on Ronan, don't you?
Yes.
So this,
Even then,
this
I don't believe it would be anything we'd have to place on the podium, although it is a possibility. There doesn't seem to be any sort of mechanism on this. It's just mossy.
I'm currently looking for one against like the wall of the life race platform here.
It is still really interesting. One half of the temple so far has been all mossy and dirty, while the other one has been a little bit better kept and clean. But maybe that just strikes me odd because I don't understand what's the point.
Hey, where's Mr. Hunter?
Hunter is over here. Boop.
Hey guy, do you think you could take a look up there real quick?
Ronan calls out the hunter, the thing that can fly in the room.
Yeah, listen, literally, I tried to communicate with him already, and his response was to fuck off.
I was gonna say, like, so...
fine. He just looks over toward him, toward Ronan. Ronan, what are you trying to say to him?
There might be something useful up there, or maybe another pathway or something. Do you think you could just take a look? None of us can reach. And you have wings.
If you're sitting here trying to get through all of the different puzzles, then you're gonna be here all day.
He's right.
You're not wrong.
Please?
I mean, we have to wait for our friend here to...
I mean, we're stuck here for, another good little bit, so...
Ronan, you did the most talking. Go ahead and roll me for your... Give me a charm roll. Give me some charm.
All right. Here we go with this. That's probably overkill, but I don't give a shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a +7. Go ahead and roll. $17. He looks over at you. As he does, he seems to, once again, if he was in his regular form, kind of roll his eyes. He starts fluttering over with that fairy flutter sound. As he does, he seems to stop around here and just kind of like look around and then just make a noise before making his way over here.
Thank you.
He flies up to the top. As he does, he lands up at the top. Some sort of box. It looks like there's some sort of mechanism to trigger it. Looks like it just dropped something.
Oh?
Flies down.
It's probably the same on the other side too. We just gotta find the mechanism.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we have time.
He seems to, at that point, when you say that, and then he flies away.
Thank you very much.
Over toward one of the poles, and just kind of like looks off.
You stopped here earlier. Like something caught your attention.
I'm not here to solve your puzzles.
Okay.
He just crosses his arms, which you can't see because he's in ball fairy form.
Looks at the rocks.
Aren't you looking for someone in here too?
Yes, why are you here?
If we have to wait, then I'm going to wait for all of you. I'm not going to be rushing forward if the assassins have been deployed.
Okay, that's
It
an
doesn't
answer
look
to a
like this puzzle has anything to do with moving us forward. So I'll wait until you're rested up and then we'll go forward.
All right.
Fair enough.
He did seem to stop around there and do something, Polo. You look around, you don't really see anything. You do notice that a bunch of these rocks seem to have fell from the walls and roofs above, but nothing else seems to really catch your eye from here.
Look up.
You look up.
Okay.
From here, not a lot of things can really be seen.
Maybe if we change perspective. There is a balcony over there.
There is a balcony over there.
Well, only one thing we could do.
You're
Make
right.
our way over. You're gonna climb over?
We gotta climb up the balcony. Let's do this.
Climbing up, that is a good 40, 50 feet.
Here, I have a 20-foot rope.
Jules is just like making her way up the stairs and Marco's like climbing and it's like
Anyway, so this way, because I realized there's
So,
no point.
As you guys get to this area, Polo, you look out from where you are, over toward where you saw Hunter look over at. Directly across from you, there appears to be a diamond with an eye on it.
Oh,
What's this?
I don't know. But
There
it's
appears to be a
something with
diamond shape in the wall with an eye on it.
Ah, maybe we have to
Perhaps.
hit
Also, back whenever you guys were doing your thing and I sat back, I put dots on both of the balconies.
Oh, that's why they were there. I was thinking about going up here for a little bit, but then I was like, no, I want to climb on the funny podium.
there's something over there.
It does seem
Presumably there's
seem within reach of a bow.
Should I hit it?
Go for it.
Do it.
Oh, we're gonna notch up an arrow.
Just like, target practice. I'm ready to see this.
Okay, I've only got 3 chances.
Polo,
Unless I miss. Okay.
go ahead and roll me for your diligence as you go to fire. It has a certain AC for you to hit it.
Gotta use Baspiration.
11.
That is
Plus this.
Plus 1.
15.
plus-
You hit.
Yeah.
As an arrow goes straight into the eye seems to shut and the button seems to be pressed. As it happens, Gallon! You hear a mechanism turn above you. As it does, something falls onto the area in front of you with a loud clunk sound.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Ba, ba,
I should
ba.
try the other one.
Yep, seems alright. Let's go.
There it is.
I'll go to the podium.
You're running way too fast. Oh my god.
Gallon. You see what appears to be a lump of metal.
I'll take it.
You take a lump of metal. Lump of metal.
Hey, Gorthos, look at what I found. The real puzzle I definitely solved that no one else.
It was me.
Huh? Who? Huh?
Polo, would
Well,
you like to
those
try to
are
would you like to try to go over here? You do see that there is another one over there.
There's another one.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
This leaves me with 1 more arrow, so I hope this one hits it. I don't want to waste another one. Okay.
He's gonna try because he's like, I'm low on arrows.
Hit the mark.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Who?
Huh?
As another thing seems to happen, you hear a wrenching above you, as what appears to be a lump of gold fall down.
Ooh.
Impressive aim.
Ooh.
I take it. Neat.
The both of these lumps, as you see when they hit, You look and see both of the altars had cracks in them. These things seem to be dispensing this metal like all the time.
What?
However, the buttons seem to still be indented whenever you guys see them this time. But if you guys return here through any sort of magical song that can teleport you here at some point, and any of these things are the buttons aren't pressed anymore, maybe there's more metal in there.
Will we ever come here?
So anyway, we
It's almost like this could potentially be a resource farm.
Wait a sec. Can I expect this lump of metal?
Yeah, I was handing it over to you to look at.
What was over there, Marco?
a lump of gold.
Ooh.
Huh.
Yeah.
As you check out the lump of metal, Gorthos, go ahead and roll me for your diligence. Actually, no. Yeah, this one would be diligence. Yes, go for it.
I will know all metal. I will know some metal.
That is a +3.
So that's an 18.
18. Looking at the metal, it seems to be iron. As you look over it, it seems to be very fine iron, but iron nonetheless.
Iron.
A lump of fine iron.
We got gold.
Gold rupees?
No,
No.
gold.
Lump of gold.
Do you want to show the gold to Gorthos?
Yeah, show it to him.
Put it out in front of him.
Disgusting. Useless for weapons and armor.
This breaks immediately. I spit on it.
It's
Go
having
ahead and roll me for your experience for this one, because this is the only way you would ever know is with experience.
Okay, so that's a +1 to that.
Hmm.
That's a +4 to my experiences. Go. Nat 20!
Not 20!
Nat 20.
I understand.
This is the thing,
This
Gorthos
is a
will never
very rare piece of metal. You see in front of you what appears to be a lump of goddess metal.
Ah! When did you find this?
Over there.
I hit something with an arrow.
He.
Yeah, it was over there. Points to that pedestal. I hit a button with an arrow and it fell down, and then we got it.
Yeah.
Is it special? What is it?
It is. It's.
That's like she like picks it up and looks at it.
What is it? What is it?
If you
It's-
would have not got this and would have traveled around with this for a long time, I would have just laughed at you guys so hard.
This is the most precious of metals in this
Oh.
world.
Interesting.
Gold?
And not the most, but yeah, it's pretty
It's
Pretty
precious.
high up there.
Pretty high up there.
Gold?
It's very precious. It's goddess metal.
Oh.
Huh. He picks it up.
Polo
He'll fucking
screams
take
and
it.
drops it.
He'll just grab
Like,
it.
well, she bad. She's like,
He'll just fucking just die for that.
You okay? Like looking at Paul. Like,
I mean, my hands are dirty. I shouldn't hold something precious like that.
You said it just came out of the ceiling.
Yes.
Press a button.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hit it with an arrow.
I had to wager a guess. I mean,
Why would it just?
there could be more, but the buttons are pressed, so we can't really test it out now.
Well, we can definitely check later.
Ortho supposes it makes sense that goddess metal would be in a temple, but still, this is.
so besides the name, what about it actually makes it precious?
Deco.
Goddess metal is metal that is, of course, blessed by the mortal goddess. It is a very fine resource. You don't know of anything, Gorthos, off the top of your head that you've ever seen forged from it. However, there are legends that the sword of the ancient hero was made with this metal.
It
the
is-
ancient hero was wielding a butter sword.
This metal is, by its nature, blessed by the goddess.
Neat.
The weapon of the sword of the hero of legend, from so long ago, had his weapon made of this metal, supposedly.
Oh,
Very
so it makes really
interesting.
nice bangles.
Gorthos would actually destroy you.
Make really good earrings.
I mean,
Can we get a
Magic
checklist?
earring.
Oh my god.
Do anything
Goddess
special?
earrings.
I mean, look at what Galen usually wears. That's what he thinks of first. Literally wearing like a gold fucking choker over here.
You will not be using blessed metal to accessorize.
I mean, you never know. It could actually be pretty useful depending on how you enchant it.
That's interesting, though. I heard gold couldn't really make good weapons.
It's
'cause
not
so
actually
pretty.
gold.
It's not
Oh.
gold.
It's goddess
gold
metal.
It
It just looks like gold.
What is it like? If you make a weapon out of it, like, is it a special weapon, or
Oh.
like, what's it do?
Well, it's blessed.
You have no idea what it would do.
Gorthos has never been able to, as far as Gorthos can remember, hold a weapon made from this metal.
You've seen goddess metal. It's hard to find a goddess metal in enough quantity to really do anything with it. The chunk you see in front of you is around the largest you've seen, collected into one place, and that's only like the size of like 2 hands, like balled around each other. Like it's not even that big.
This nugget is the largest amount of goddess metal in one chunk Gorthos has ever seen to his knowledge.
So what
Also,
you're saying
there's
is it
another
would make
dim
a
thing
great
over
magic
here.
ring.
Ooh.
It's true, there was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
Look at it.
Hey,
Jasna did a trip.
I don't see nothing wrong.
How long the firm GIF response is let the shipping begin. We are going to hoard this until such a time we are able to make a useful item of it.
I mean, who knows? There might be more here somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
up there.
Magic goddess jewelry sounds pretty useful to me.
Mhm.
I mean,
It
you
could be
never know.
a
It might-
hairpin, or it could be a belly button ring.
Or we can
Damn
sell
straight.
it.
It could be a goddess cock ring.
Oh god.
Goddess cock ring.
The cock ring of the goddess. I'm kidding.
The goddess
At the end of this
rocket
RP,
model.
Galen just looks like the fucking the villain from 300, just decked out in goddess jewelry.
everyone's like, oh, we can use it. We can use it for this. We can use it for this.
We can sell it. We can get rid of it.
Gorthos does not approve of the idea of selling it.
It could go for a lot of money.
It can go for extremely exorbitant amounts of money.
You know that I will say, Gorthos, because you do know what this is. You got that nat 20. You know that most blacksmiths are intimidated by this metal. Because it's so precious, they don't want to destroy it. So not a lot of blacksmiths would even do anything.
Buy
with
it unrefined, yeah.
Listen, you see this little nugget in this sizable nugget in Gorthos's hands.
Yeah.
Most blacksmiths in this world would shiver in fear at it.
Well, maybe they can look at it.
If anything, Gorthos would find it hard to believe there are many people out there that would be willing to work with any quantity of goddess metal.
Well, maybe someone can just, like, have it.
As a centerpiece in their room, like a little nugget.
I mean, yeah, I'm actually, I would expect people to, you know, like flaunt it like a status symbol or something. That's why I want a ring of it.
Maybe we.
Perhaps, but I don't think anyone would buy it unrefined.
Polo's just like, how about we throw it away? I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Polo, I will
Actually-
say, Polo, you touching it did not give you any bad feelings or hurt you or anything.
Yeah, she knows, but it's just like,
It's
I don't like it. It's goddess stuff.
It's something with a goddess.
But you know, I mean, if this is like some sacred metal, wouldn't the church like this?
They might. Also, Galen, I need you to roll me for your experience, because I feel like I want to see if you would notice something. Also, I'm putting the
Your ba-
Kokiri shoes, so... Oh, yeah,
This
that's
is a
in your
lore
thing.
because
your bangles, goddess metal.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have a plus 11 plus 2. That's a plus 13 on this roll.
Nat 20.
Oh, my God! That's a nat 33! Galen.
Nat 20s have been flowing today.
Galen.
Holy shit.
Gorthos says he's never seen as much like in one chunk before. You start thinking to yourself, and you remember the temple of the goddess of the sands, and you're pretty sure that there is a you're pretty sure there is a very large quantity of it there. You've seen something golden like around the neck of a statue of the goddess of the sands there. It's actually what most Gerudo emulate their neck jewelry after. However, people seem very protective of it. You're not 100% sure, but it looks like gold. It's much more valuable than gold. People don't want anyone to touch it.
Galen just like leans in, squinting at it for a while. You know, kind of reminds me of the necklace at the temple back home.
Of course, the fucking Gerudo
Yeah, of
would have stolen all the fucking gold.
Are you really
But
gonna
yes,
racially
and
profile them right now?
The statue of the goddess of the sands is larger than Ronin. So it is a big necklace.
They fucking stole from it, okay?
There's money, like unrefined. Like, wait, necklace. Wait, how big? How much?
Bigger than Ronin.
That's a lot. You said this was precious.
Well, the actual metal isn't bigger than Ronin, but the statue person is larger than Ronin. So their neck is probably much bigger than Ronin's neck.
Well, that's definitely more than this.
It's around, you would think, looking at it, it would be refined. So, like, probably, you know, like, more refined than this. And it'd probably be around 2 to 3 times more than what's here. But, again, you're not 100% sure if it was goddess metal or not.
I'm not sure, goddamn.
You have a good idea that it is. Because, again, the only time you've ever been there, you were like, hey, can I touch that? And they're like, no! It's like, but I'm the male Gerudo!
I thought you were capable of saying no to me the first time.
They're like, listen, you're the male Gerudo. This is our goddess. So no.
What the hell happened to this magic compulsion bullshit?
We'll do anything you ask, except letting you touch our goddess statue.
They're like, nobody touches this. Literally, the only people who ever touch this are the leaders of the is the leaders of the village.
I feel like I got scammed, man.
What else do you want, man?
The only people you know who would have ever have touched this are the 2 people who have led the Gerudo that have been around you in your lifetime, and you know that the only thing that they ever like have that is anywhere considered work is basically like every now and then going to the statue and cleaning it. That is the only thing that ever even is close to work for them.
What would like to speak to those who have found so much metal?
I want to give you one more thing, because that is a 33 you rolled.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Galen, you also remember, you don't know, you've never seen this before, but you also remember that what your goal is, to go and find something that looked gold.
Oh.
I was just staying there. And she's really
and they seemed very fixated on it, like,
I mean, I'm just guessing here. I never actually saw it, but our crown might be too now that I think about it. Well, goddess metal.
Someone did make an accessory out of it.
I know, they're brilliant.
The Gerudo have a lot.
They're wasteful.
Maybe it like gives them.
You don't know what the trinkets do. For all you know, they can cast lightning from their forehead when they wear it.
Yeah, I thought Gorthos thought his medallion was the only thing that could do that.
I mean, if blacksmiths don't even really want to make a weapon out of it, what else can you do with it?
Gorthos wants to make a weapon out of it.
Well, they can make a weapon, they're just terrified of it.
It's like, Gorthos wants to, and Gorthos is a blacksmith.
Maybe we just hang on to it until we find someone who can do something with it.
We could also come back here to
They're all just like saying, maybe we'll find someone to do something. Gorthos like, I want to do something!
It's like the image of Patrick.
I'm right here! No, I'm playing.
Maybe we could also come back later and see if the button can be pressed again.
If it does, if this place does give more goddess metal,
Well, it's not really that much of a
How would no one have discovered that?
We got a new den art. It's my favorite so far.
Oh no.
I love it.
Jack has been immortalized in fairy form.
hooray!
Save. Fucking save.
Anywho, here it is.
It's just his constant.
I love just the censoring.
Yeah, that really is what makes it.
Oh my god.
This is
so
my
loose for
favorite
stream.
thing.
Oh my
This is my
God.
all-time favorite thing.
Well, don't worry. We'll do the math.
Oh.
Don't worry. That'll do.
Oh my god.
So good.
Perfect.
Perfect, man.
Where are we on that 30 minutes?
You
So-
guys, once this conversation's over, you guys will be done with the
Okay.
rest.
Okay, cool. Well, we will return here. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Turn here at some point.
Looks like you're already getting excited. You're still looking at the fucking Jack picture, aren't you? Yeah, you are.
It's a really good image.
It's just so good.
The eyes being as wide as they are, too.
I love his little mouth.
Everything about it's just perfect.
It's just like, they're like, how about you help us? And he's like,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
oh my god.
Don't tell me what to do.
I love it so much.
I hope we can find more arrows. Hmm.
Oh yeah, I only have 1 arrow left. I can't do
Alrighty.
it.
Let's make
What?
goddess arrows.
What do you mean already?
Did you
I
not
had
have?
I had 10. I used someone beating the Koroks. I used one for each button. I have 1.
Are the ones
You
shot
guys do
broken?
know. You guys do know that the ones outside that she fired at the Koroks potentially could have been retrieved, but you guys had to run away immediately.
Yeah, are these two broken?
The ones that went into the buttons are still on the buttons.
All my arrows have been disposed of. That's why
Well,
I had to use my pan.
yeah, you were pretty good with that frying pan.
Are there any more Deku sticks lying around?
No, I don't think we could get anything more useful out of them than we already have. Cut the stem of that one, so a Deku stick doesn't seem likely from that one at least.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
You still have your dying pan. It's fine.
The dying pan.
Brothers is taking both of these.
Alan just dreamily staring off.
I
in
will
the
say,
distance.
now that you're looking at the frying pan as well, Gorthos, because again, you are a blacksmith,
Yes.
and you do know that one of your later things is to be able to make tools very well. You're pretty sure that if you were given like a day or so, you could potentially make a better frying pan for her. The reason it's probably hard for her to use it is because it's old. Because you look at it, there is rust on it. There is like some parts of it that like look like this. This thing is at least like a decade. Like it's pretty old.
You see Gorthos just looks at the pan. He's like, "We need to get you better equipment. Gorthos would require a blacksmith, would require a forge and an anvil."
And that iron over there.
And the iron.
My mother passed down this pot and pan to me. I mean, she could have probably taken better care of it, but...
Maybe you could improve that one.
You could potentially try that.
Possible.
It would probably be better just to make a brand new one, but if she has some sort of connection to it, you could definitely try.
I guess you could just take it and say it's the same one.
Like,
Then
no,
you
but,
should be
like
a liar.
what you would do if it was extremely optimal is just melt down her pan.
Listen,
And be like,
Taylor,
it's the same
hero's
pan, but it's new.
It's technically the same pan. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, just coat it with
all of the
goddess
parts are
metal.
still there.
Just make a goddess pan.
Gordon, actually,
Or a fine iron pan.
I
I'll
mean,
make.
just because it's my mother's doesn't mean it has too much sentimental value. It's just a pan. The wood that she made on it is what really mattered.
And those are all in here. She pokes her horn by accident. Never mind. I'm kidding.
We'll worry about that later. We, actually have a terrible thing ahead of us to deal with.
That is true. How are you feeling, Ronan?
I'm feeling pretty good. Stand up.
Okay.
I think we
You
should
drank your
move on.
potion, right?
What's up?
You drank your potion, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I just forgot to drink the potion.
No, I was just wanting to make sure you got it out of your inventory.
Ah,
It's like, oh, I forgot to drink it. Hold on. Sits down for another half an hour.
Can Gortho see that pan? God damn it.
Can Gortho see the pan?
No, I was just, oh, he said, no, I'll wait. I gotta sit down for another half hour. He's gonna like,
Oh, no, he didn't. He was joking.
No, I was joking.
I know, I was making a joke too.
Okay.
Like, if you're gonna sit down for half an hour, I'm looking at this goddamn pan.
You sit down for half an hour, I'm gonna beat you with the pan.
You guys look off toward the exit to this place. By the way, ever since the doorway has opened, you guys have not heard anything from that area.
Well,
Only one way to go.
See you in a
Let's
bit,
go.
Magic Frog.
you just hear just in the distance it's a very faint ribbit.
And
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I will see you as well, my friend. May
Wait,
our
oh, wait,
paths, may our paths cross again. Thank you for bringing me back to my holy site.
I didn't get
May my powers guide you in your greatest need.
You go, how the fuck? Why the fuck did Kimono not get a monologue like that, you asshole?
Your hour of greatest need, look to the West. West doesn't exist.
You guys all start to make your way into the hall in front of you. As you do, a lot of you are getting off to the edge there, and I really don't. It's hard to grab you from there, so I'm gonna move you away from there.
Gortho has no fear.
During that, Cal just started daydreaming about being decked out in goddess jewelry.
As soon as you guys step beyond that area, you guys hear the metal slide back into place, and you guys hear the rumbling from the statues as they potentially move once again, releasing their frogs.
Froggy.
You also hear one of the statues collapse.
Oh,
So you
Oh,
know,
that one frog got away.
Yeah.
so you know that's probably fine.
No.
Meaning that this door probably can't be opened again, at least from the other side.
We will find a way out.
As the frogs are released and you guys have that happen, you all look down the hallway. As you do, search.
Oh my god. I did not see this sooner.
Bing.
Whoa.
I picked up some things. That's fine.
Yeah, you did.
That's
Oh, there it
perfectly
is.
So
fine. Get the fuck off. Get the fuck
out.
out. Get out of
Here.
here.
get the fuck
Don't
out.
move it over that. Yeah, there you go. Move it over there. There you
Get
go.
out of here.
Good job.
You did it.
Again, we'll get these fuckers off. Perfect.
And let's keep popping it up as this other map on the side of the
Hey,
village.
new guy. Did you know where the Phantom
It's on this. Oh, that's what it's on. Oh,
I don't,
okay.
think, I don't think there's anything else underneath it. Doesn't seem like it.
Gotcha. Do. Wow, 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 wow.
The way it fucking vibrates. That happens.
Fuck that village.
Who needs it?
I don't.
As
Okay,
you guys
that's
come in, bloop, bloop. You find yourselves in a very narrow corridor. Looking down in the center, you guys see a long trail of water going down into a drain of sorts. And as you guys look at the water seems very familiar to a couple of you,
Oh no.
as it appears to be shining and green.
Oh no. Be careful touching this water. We've had a run-in with it before.
As you guys look down, you guys see that through the drain, which is too small for any of you except for maybe the ferry to go into, it seems to be leading down very, very far. And as you guys look at that and look at the area in front of you, I think it's a good time for us to end things off for the night. Because there's still a lot of places for you guys to go.
Just look at this whole map of unexplored.
I don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
who's to say anything's here? Like, honestly, like, it could just be like all black and nobody would know.
See, it's not actually. There's no actual room here. It's just like you just drew it to troll us
Yeah,
off.
I actually did draw one of these to throw you off. It's the right side penis.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
That's a joke. That's the boss for it.
I did try to cover the entire thing with it, but it just didn't work out.
It's fine.
With all that being said, though, we'll see what's up with the rest of this place next time.
They go undetected another day.
Hasn't even been a day.
As like you guys are walking, the hunter just like flips up your cow. I'm kidding.
I knew the whole time, you sly whore.
But yeah, we'll see what's further in here, and then we'll see what's going on. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Opachug just gave 2 subs. One to Tepatch, and the other to Ike Master X73. Thank you very much, my dude. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Hell yeah.
Also, there was a thing from Pale Shadows a couple of hours ago. It says, for the Magic Frog, may he release his mighty powers to save us all. I've already given them out, though. They're right here. The Magic Frog inspirations are right here. They're right here beside of the Zork inspirations. So I didn't forget about them, but there was things going on, so I didn't bring it up. But thank you very much for the thing, Pale Shadows. Opacho just gave another 2 subs. One to Little Bitty Dragon and one to Knife12395. Thank you very much.
But yeah, my liege mentioned I wasn't using 5 or more fate points at once. Just open a demon point.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it, so we're gonna say they pulled the wool over my eyes. I have a lot of demon points.
You didn't catch it. You didn't
I'm,
catch it when just pulled every single like inspiration on his back.
I didn't catch it.
We haven't seen anything, of course.
I didn't catch it. I didn't even notice. So you guys pulled the wool over my eyes this time.
What happened?
But I do already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Turns out your regular methods of just
8,
straight
9.
up.
I do have 9. I do have 9 demon points, so
Turns
I'm not hurting. I'm missing 1.
Straight up temptation has worked really well for you.
I'm not hurting for any right now. I'm doing fine.
Who hasn't said yes to him yet?
I think I offered something to Jake once and he said no.
No, because I had already passed the roll.
Rejected it as well.
We know Ronan did because that's been immortalized.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know that Marco has.
Yes, I have 100%.
And I over 20 if I count all the inspiration used. Well, again, I only ever get 1 if 5 at once are used, and I do think that 5 at once did get used today. I just didn't count it. But they don't. They usually try to keep under 5 used at once. It isn't counted for like the entire night. It's just at once for 1 roll. And I do think that's happened once or twice today, but I didn't pay attention, so you pulled the wool over my eyes.
Rip.
But yeah, look at all this nice green water. You guys should like get in it and stuff and have fun.
No. Just no. We're good.
It's just coming out of this. It's just coming out of this man mouth over here.
A Temple Beach episode in the fucking
This
green water.
is an extended poop hole. I don't like it. You can't fool me.
You're right. This is a poop hole.
Danger water.
Everything's a poop hole.
If you're brave enough.
Everything's a poop hole if you're brave enough. I'm so happy you guys got the medals because I wasn't gonna tell you guys anything. The balconies were so high up that the only way you would be able to see the buttons is if you were on the balconies or if you could fly. So I was just waiting. If you guys moved on, it'd be like whatever. But if you guys went to the balconies, it'd be like, oh yeah, you guys see the buttons.
They're there.
I think the only reason we stopped is because we wanted Ronan to have a rest. Because otherwise, I mean, like our friends in mortal danger.
Also, like, I am very sad that I rolled so low for my treasure sense earlier.
I find it funny because it's just like our friends in mortal danger and time is of the essence. We spend an hour fixing a rock, an hour listening to music, and we've already sunk 2.5 hours. Time
Okay,
is not of the
to be fair,
learning music was literally the only way forward.
Yes.
I mean,
know,
I guess we could have just
And the
punched
break,
the door.
and the only reason you guys were able to do like as much as you just did was because again, Ronan needed to sit down for half an hour
Yeah.
because he was exhausted. Because otherwise, you guys would have had an exhausted Ronan.
And that's not good, because it's literally our tank.
Well, I mean, he's only on the skill check part right now.
He's our tank bard.
Our tar.
Oh no.
But no, he's not on it. He's not on the non-combative checks anymore because he's at 0 exhaustion now.
Yep.
He's our bank.
That's why.
That's our bank.
If you
Well,
get
that
2,
would be
you
our
can only
bank.
move 4 squares, and that has to cost 1 AP. 2 is actually really bad.
Yeah.
Like 2's really bad. 3 is freaking 4 is like you can kind of get away with 4. It's like it's 5 is
And 6 is, well, re-roll a new character.
and 6 is what are you gonna play next?
You know what I just realized? You know what I really kind of want now, just to fucking make the meme?
What's up?
The Master Pan.
The Master Pan.
Master Pan.
Trying to
completely
cook
non
food in it and it drains your hearts.
completely non-stick, and it's even heat distribution, and
I'm gonna Gorthos
I'm
will
just
make
imagining now every time like as Hunter's just flying behind you, this is just what he's doing constantly.
Do you think if we keep ignoring him, we'll stop him?
Why are you so angry?
We're helping you find your
What did
friend.
they do to you? Why are you so angry?
Just because he
We're
looks
helping
like
him
Jack
to
doesn't
him.
mean he's Jack.
Why are
I
you
can't.
so
I can't.
angry?
I just can't. I cannot wait to meet his friend, and it's just a bunny fairy. It's not a bunny girl fairy. It's a bunny. That's his
All
friend.
these environmentalists lately.
Are you trying to push a message, Deco?
He wouldn't even give us his name. Why you gotta be so mean?
What's your name, friendo? Fuck you. Well, okay, fuck you.
It's so weird to have to call you Hunter, even though you obviously have a proper name.
He's the Hunter
Even
Fairy. That's his title, and he's fine going by it.
Would you say that if you met Hunter from Spyro? You fucking
No.
No, if I met Hunter from Spyro, I'd punch him in the throat.
So would everyone. That fucking alchemist quest was bullshit.
fuck you.
Oh my god, Dim, this is my favorite thing you've ever made. And you've made some great things.
Yeah.
I just love the little censored things. It gives me more joy than anything I can ever say. Just change it to his token. Nah, it's just double flip. It's like fucking, you guys just look back. He goes out of his ball form just so you can see him do this. It's like, are you okay? Double flip off.
What's your problem?
Hunter used mean look.
Don't look at me like that, Bong.
But yeah, there is a certain thing that has to be done before Hunter is gonna be in any way helpful to you guys.
Is
And
he
it'll-
also
hopefully-
on
it'll
magic
hopefully happen
cocaine?
next time.
He's a nerd.
He's angry. He's
He
pank.
angry.
It's not mean look, it's my face. He's like, what? I just have resting bitch face and I have
Resting bitch hands.
my fingers hurt.
My
This one
fingers hurt.
specifically.
The
These
ecosystem is hurting
both
so
of
much.
these specifically.
Yo, it's funny because like a couple get when this fucker was introduced, he was like, "Oh yeah, you killed all the wolfos and upset the balance," and it's just like, it all
God
comes back
damn it,
to
another
eco-terrorism.
eco-terrorist.
It all comes back
He's
to-
just like, no, you're taking away my game. I'm a hunter.
I need this to survive.
I had to go and get the rest of them out because I don't have anything left to fucking hunt.
You ruined the balance, you fucking little.
To ruin the balance of my clout.
And then we'll go over all the other ones. Look at that pan.
Look at that pan.
And also the pan. Because I'm panning. Blig.
Brig.
Can we just have like the entire cast drawn as seals?
With all that being said, my dudes, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves today. We enjoyed ourselves. Have any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks? Let us know. See how things are going. Doing some good, doing all that good stuff. Hanakyu's doing stuff.
Yeah, she is.
We didn't get the Raider yesterday, so go ahead and throw that at her if you want to, Squeaks, because I don't want to have to spell it.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Thank you. Head over to Hanakyu. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing. Probably some art stuff. Because she's super talented and wonderful.
She's doing her giveaways are all over, but she's working on the last prize that was won, and it's really cool. She's really nice.
Heck yeah. Head over to Hanakyu, guys. Hope you guys have some fun over there. Throw some. We don't have any Zelda things yet. We'll get on that soon. In the meantime, throw some Keanu's at her. With all that being said, my dudes, until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
Later. We just make a fairy hunter emote that's just a flipping off. And that's it. And we good.
Get the emote.
Yeah. It's to maintain the balance, you see, the balance of this cloud, as I said.